Here goes their crow.
I'm just playing. What's up, everybody? Welcome to CrowCast episode 37. It's awesome to be here with you every Tuesday, 9 o'clock on CrowCast. What's up, everyone? Look at Ronnie Axford there. It's like he's just walked into Santa's grotto. That is unbelievable.
It does look like a Zoom background. We were saying it before the show. But that's every year. You've been up the house, mate. It's not as if I've done it for CrowCast. That's literally... yeah, live in my living room. I think we said it on episode 18 or 20, somewhere there. I said from the 1st of December, I will do it live from my living room. Nobody's seeing my chair, mind. That's secret, that is, my new chair. But yeah, Christmas tree, fireplace, little bit of Merlin, my son. It's the 1st of December. Oh, yeah.
God, I sound like Santa then.
Santa's favorite drummer as well. There we go.
You are literally living the dream here, but the Christmas dream.
I love it, buddy.
So basically now all the crows have got up their game over the next couple of weeks leading up to Christmas, because that backdrop is something else. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and get my Christmas tree, because that's a real Christmas tree, folks.
Yes.
Behind Ronnie
yes.
there. I'm going to go and get mine next week, this Friday or Saturday maybe. But I won't be putting it in you.
It's the you'll have to get a little small one, dude.
Yeah,
you have to get a small one. But it's what I love about real Christmas trees. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like the mess and stuff like that. That's what did I say was earlier? Because the missus helped me. Is a
Norwegian fir.
Norwegian fir. But it basically doesn't drop as many needles, and you keep it obviously nice and moist. Keep it happy. And it'll last a long time, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So we've had it up for about a week. Done a few Christmas movies already. It's great.
All right, yeah, on TV.
Like, exactly.
I thought you make your own Christmas movies, then look.
Exactly. But yeah. It's it's my favorite time of the year. First time this year as well. I put on the socials today. A bit of a cheese advent calendar.
Yes, saw that.
Yeah, class that was. Mrs. had fucking, I can't think what they're called. What are they called up here?
Advent calendar.
Yeah, I had a cheese one.
Yeah.
She had it sounds like calendar. I can't think of the name. My head's gone. The fucking glowing things up here.
Candles.
Thank you very much. It sounded... Yes, we're live. We're live.
How much Merlin have you had, son?
A couple of glasses. We're all right. Yeah, so she had a cat. Fucking hell. I can't say it again.
The candle.
A candle advent calendar. That's right. Yeah, see? So it's a lot to tee up. But it's amazing what they're doing with those now, man. You got beer, you got gins. There's loads of people were posting them today. Some meat orientated, some whatever, like, you know. So yeah, it's cool.
Amazing. Yeah, I haven't got any calendars yet. I just I don't know, might do a bottle a day. Maybe that'll be my thing.
Oh, I love that. Candle. I couldn't say candle. There we go. Episode 37, and I can't say candle. Now I can.
It's like the two Ronnie sketch, isn't it? Four candles.
How's your week been, Butt?
Not bad. We played football again this week, which was amazing. Really enjoying back and that. But God, the next day I was like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Every joint ached. I've got a knee strap on now. Yeah, it's just 3 stone heavier, son. So that takes its toll on the body, like. But it was that. Then I was lucky to get a new guitar. Finally got it. It's a beauty. I love it. So I've been playing that for a couple of nights now. It's a Fender Elite for those who are interested. Black.
And if you're listening, Fender. Fender Elite.
Yeah, paid through the nose for it. Thank you, Fender. Thank you very much. But no, very good, but very positive. All good. All good.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I've had about the same, especially with football. It's great to be back, great to be amongst with all the boys. I felt all right when I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, I can do this. It was the night before I struggled because I sat in my chair and, as I told you, it's a recliner. And when I went to push it back in, because I haven't got an electric when I'm old school, I prefer the one, the old school one. When I went to push it back in, the legs cramped up. So it was like, full cramp. So I was trying to scream for somebody to lift my leg, like when you're on the pitch, but they were all pissing themselves laughing because I was just sitting there like a barrel belly, Christmas loving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a great sight. It wasn't rock and roll, let me tell you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So,
I know, but yes, Stephen, I can see in the comments here, a knee strap on. Yes, in your dream, sunshine. I know where you're going with that.
ooh.
A knee strap on. No, it was a strap on my knee.
So they say.
Dirty crow.
So you're going to do your Christmas tree shopping this week, are you?
Yes, I'll be instead of the Griswolds, it'll be the Greenhalls. Trips into a forest and getting a tree.
I love it.
We're gonna go real this year. So
I just thought it's a lot of people I'm seeing are kind of turning early, or they're getting on it, or just making the most of it. It's just a positive time, mate. Do you know what I mean? And just make the most out of it. Maybe I'm looking forward to going through all the old Indiana Jones movies. And little things like that, you know what I mean? So not that I don't do it on other years, but it's just kind of nice this year, and maybe do a little bit more baking, a bit more cooking, because come January, fucking new man. New man. There's none of this cooking stuff. Appreciate all the gifts, but it's all gonna be about Pilates.
No cheese.
No cheese. No, good God, no. Good God, no.
No Merlin.
Well, not as much Merlin.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's got to be a fine line, haven't it? It's got to be a fine line. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's it, then. That's it. But Crow family, lovely to have you here. This is episode 37. Coming up very shortly, we got the awesome foursome, the hot damn. Can't wait to get the girls on. Chat the shit with the girls. It's gonna be banging. What time are they on, Ron?
They shouldn't be too long. Yeah, they shouldn't be too long. There's a few of them actually. Yeah, they're waiting in the wings. So
well, hang on, let's do some. We'll just do the birthday shout. There's not many.
Cool.
And I've got to do the birthdays for the reason that I'm going to do it first. The first birthday is my mum. My mum's birthday today. Happy birthday, Jen. You don't look a day over 60. Don't look a day over 60. She's not 60. Happy birthday, lovely. Hope you had a good day. Sam Ruffles. 50th birthday was last Friday. She would love a shout out. Happy birthday, Sam.
Happy birthday, Sam.
And then we got one more shout out to you. This is lovely. This is off Dagmar. Obviously, we know very well. Hey, Shane, you and Ronnie are our good luck charms. After you wished my baby crow, Katrina, a good luck in her exams a couple of months ago on CrowCast, we've just had her results back, and she has passed her 11 plus grammar school test.
Hey.
So happy. She put the crows on the radio on the way to the test to calm her nerves down. That's wonderful. And she said, be proud, boys. A new generation of loyal following is rising.
Amazing. Absolutely
congratulations,
amazing.
Katrina. Well done. Hard work paid off. Outstanding. They're the shout outs.
Smashing. Should we have some guests? Guests.
Oh, so there's more than one. Have we got the full flock? We've
got them all. I do believe, or one's one's back. There we go. We've got them all. We've got them all. There we are.
Rounding them up. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to CrowCast, the epic, the hot damn.
Boom, boom. There we go. Hi, girls.
Hello.
How you doing?
Dark. Hang on.
Yeah, there we are. Oh, look at the guitars. Love that.
Put me up. There we go. That's better.
How are we all doing?
Very well, thank you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's mad, really. This is our 37th episode. It's insane.
I bet you didn't think this would go on quite as long.
was going to be
Josie, we had no idea, lovely. No idea.
Thought you'd do 1 or 2 just to tide you over for a couple of weeks. 37 weeks later and counting.
That's exactly it. She ain't wrong, is she? That's
No,
exactly it.
I think I looked back at episode 1 the other day, and it is poor. I mean, it doesn't get much better, but it's not exactly brilliant. But you can tell on episode 1, it's almost like touching base, seeing what we're gonna do. The same as everybody in the industry. What do we kind of do in this time? And then obviously 37 weeks where I can't say the word candle. Birthday shout out, but it's great because we can still connect with everybody we've shared the stage with. So that's why I thank technology, like, do you know what I mean? So I'm a bit old school, but you've got to adapt, haven't you, girls? Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Definitely.
Like, yeah, I think that's one thing that's happened this year more than ever before. I think is the bands that are kind of willing to, you know, duck and dive and bend and twist however they need to are the ones that, you know, hopefully have used this time to kind of carry on. And we'll be able to pick things up where they left off, if not like even a bit more. So yeah, fair play, boys, for keeping everyone entertained.
Fabulous, thank you. With yourself, Josie, you've been doing a lot of like cooking, baking, drumming.
Not so much anymore.
Yep. Did the electric drums come in the lockdown period, or did you have them before then, or?
Well, they were actually very, very kindly on loan to me. The lovely Benji Knopfler actually lent me those. That was his kit. He couldn't play it in his flat at the time, so he knew I was in dire need of ability to practice last year, learning the Amorettes set. So I can't play an acoustic kit where I live. I have to play electric, and he very, very kindly lent me that kit, which is an absolute beast of a kit, for the whole of last year and for most of lockdown. But the selfish bastard, he's moved flats now and he's allowed to play his drums again. So
man.
He came calling, and they got so there's a reason there's been more caking and less drumming lately. But I did get a new kit, literally got delivered this week, and I'm about to unbox it and set it all up this week. So getting back on the wagon. So that's exciting.
Wow. What about you, Gill? How was lockdown been for you? Have you managed to do anything else? Any new hobbies? Any new tricks?
Sauerkraut.
I taught myself how to make sauerkraut. I've been getting gardening. I think I've found the joy. It sounds really like 80 years old, but it's once you get into it, it's thrilling, I tell you, honestly. Grew my own peas, my own courgettes, turnips, beetroots, carrots, everything.
Wow.
You name it, I turned it into a chutney.
Yes.
That's amazing. I'd love to
Keeping
do all that. And stuff. Yeah, I'd love all that.
Are you still based up in Scotland, or are you in England, or?
I'm back in Scotland, actually. So we're kind of on a different. We're now in full lockdown. I think you guys are just coming out of it.
Yeah.
We're still in it, so we're kind of like different time zones. So we're trying to launch a band in amongst the chaos and the kraut and the. We just couldn't wait anymore. So we and it's getting cold up here, I must say.
She's moving in. We had a quick band chat just before this call, and we decided I'm currently living in my attic with my mum, and we haven't told my mum yet, but Jill's going to be moving in soon.
Yes.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Rumi.
Just bring another jar of honey, Jill. You'll be golden. Sorry.
I know some of the boys in our band got into gardening and growing veg and stuff. So it's become the new rock and roll, really. It's like loads of time on your hands. You either kind of decorate or grow veg or learn to cook or.
Yeah, it's really therapeutic, actually. Until you get really busy that you abandon it and it all turns to mush, and then you feel really guilty because your veggie babies are out there dying. And the frost comes, and now you're sort of stuck. So you're just gonna wait till next year and start again. But yeah, it was therapeutic for a while.
You've got to have a lot of patience to be a gardener, haven't you? It's a long old time to wait for your produce. I don't think I got that patience, to be honest. Just nip down Tesco's, get some carrots.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you, Lizzie? Are you what have you been up to in lockdown?
Working and working out.
Excellent.
I got a home gym, which was fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Trying to improve bass too. Trying to learn how to play it. It's got to be done at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of lots of musical things, lots of worky things, and trying to kind of balance it all out by working out, kind of keeping fit and healthy so I can stuff my face.
Lizzie is the band adult.
Yeah. I think we need one of them because like we were on the right track kind of January, and then it all kind of did that, Lizzie. So yeah, we the working out kind of stopped, and the drinking took over with CrowCast, and then the eating took over at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So we would have like after show meetings and be eating crisps and stuff, and then going, how's the running going? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
That's a true story, innit? I remember saying to Shane at one point,
35 years. So,
oh, you've been proper committed, yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been proper committed to basically what you've just described for the last 34 years, and now I just thought, well, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. It was just
shame.
What's that?
Just putting us all to shame.
Oh yeah.
True story. We'll Laurie and I kind of we're on Australian time at the moment, and so most of our band chats happen about 5:30 a.m. when Lizzie and Gill are getting up for work, and Laurie and I are on the wrong side of 5:30 a.m.
That was amazing that day when everyone was about like 6 o'clock in the morning.
We provide 24-hour coverage. What can we say?
Exactly.
I think there was a point where me and Shane stayed up for 3 days using the election as an excuse, just so we.
Oh my god!
Just so we could watch nothing coming in. Like they'd be like, Pennsylvania will be in about 3 days, and me and Shane are like, excellent, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
that's crazy. What about you, Laurie?
Yeah, I've been getting on board with growing stuff as well. I got gifted a bonsai, which was quite fun, a little bonsai tree. Wow. That's been quite fun. Also upskilling, a lot of upskilling. So,
well, the government told us to.
Yes, exactly what the government told us to do. Yeah. So basically spending my life on YouTube, just kind of learning how to do a lot of stuff. So production, kind of, we've been demoing a few bits here and there. Obviously, COVID hasn't really allowed us to get together too much, so I've just been kind of busy doing that, busy learning how to do different things from that, learning like film stuff, how to sort of build videos a bit better than I normally had, and yeah, that's kind of just learning new bits really. Even had to go of violin at the beginning of lockdown, and that was tragic, but you know. But it's just anything to keep my mind busy right now. I'm just giving everything and anything a go at the moment.
Yeah, that's it. Then it's keeping yourself busy, and so you don't lose your mind. Like this current lineup you've got now, girls. Was this already set up before COVID, or was this like in COVID this lineup sort of idea came about? Or
God, it's been so long, I can't remember.
2020 has been like 17 years long, so yeah. I can't even remember when Lizzie just kind of went from she was kind of on the horizon and then gradually got closer and closer and closer until it was like, you're in. I don't know when that moment happened.
Stalking. we did have a little band jam, didn't we? But I can't even remember what month that was. I'd say that's when I think we felt like we had the members.
I remember it was hot. It was nice.
Yeah. So whether that was last year or this year. No, it must have been this year. early
Yeah,
this year at
definitely
some
this
point.
year.
Yeah.
Apparently it was June.
I'm sure it
Jill
was June.
says June. There you
June.
go.
Wow, that was a long
Oh,
time
that's
ago.
cool. Because we know you three, Josie, Gill, and Laurie. We know you did the collab between the Mockingbyrd and Amorettes as well, and like you came over from Aaron Buchanan to help the girls out. Did you kind of talk about evolving it during that, or was it just you met Lizzie and it just all started to fit into place? So how did it kind of, you know what I mean? How did it end up being the hot damn?
I think we kind of when I'd called up Josie all those many months ago, God, years ago now, just to sort of pitch the idea of, you know, how about you help me out and I'll help you out and we'll see how it goes, and yeah, try before you buy.
Yeah.
And I think as time went on, we just sort of thought, you know, this could be a thing, and how do we move forward from that? And I think, you know, completely starting from scratch was either stupid or really exciting as well at the same time, because it could be ours. You know,
Yes.
we could start this together, and I think we'd always kind of sort of had our eye open for a bass player. Probably about this time last year, we just thought, let's stuff it, let's do it. You know, it works. We've road tested it already. We just need the final piece. So I think we'd kind of been conscious about, right, let's start writing, let's start sort of digging, see who we can find. And I know Lizzie was on my radar, and also Josie's, and she was recommended to us as well. So we knew about her, and we knew that she was good.
No pressure then, Liz. Yeah.
No pressure. So, I went down to see her play, and Josie met her for a beer, and we just thought, let's do it. She seems like a good egg, and she is a good egg. We love you, Lizzie.
Yeah, because
So
I mean, go on. Sorry,
back.
Shay.
No, so when you got in that room and you had a jam for the first time, you instantly feel something. It was like, I mean, you must have in order to be a group, like, but you know, when you've gone round and you tried to make things work with other members, and it's a great point you just made there, Jill. Like trying to make things work and starting from scratch, so it's yours. I think that's so important. You're all on the same level. It's not, no one's coming in sort of, oh, I'll try and work, or I'll try and fix it. It's everyone. That's I think that was definitely the right thing to do. But did you click it in straight away in that room?
I think what clicked for me with the band was everyone. Obviously, it had been a long time since between, say, I think, what was the last show, Tequila or Amorettes?
It was
Tequila?
Amorettes, I think.
Amorettes.
It was Winter Storm, literally like a year ago, pretty much to the day.
So between then and maybe 4 or 5 months in between, obviously no one had really played the music before, and the new bits and bobs that we had been sort of writing behind the scenes. And it's so nice to walk into a room with people that you haven't seen for a long time, and everyone's done their homework, and you just play, and it's like, oh okay, yeah, you play it once, it's there, and I think that is so lovely to have. It just makes life so much more easier. You know that everyone involved wants to be in the band, wants to do it, and that's what made it click for me. Just it makes, when you have the right members, it's very easy. Very easy.
Bang on.
You spend the time together doing the fun stuff. Like everyone does all the boring stuff on their own time. So when you actually come together, you can kind of work on really turning something into something special, like with all 4 brains in the room kind of thing. And I think, as soon as I heard Lizzie play, you know, because you got to lock in with your bass player, like as a drummer, and I was just like, it's meaty.
Stop it.
Meaty. So
amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because a lot of people watching this, and obviously people who are going to listen to it down the line, I mean, you've all come from great bands, so you're road tested. You are road warriors. Do you know what I mean? You know the score there. You've been in a van for hours. You've been underpaid. you've played your 25 minutes.
Hang on, wait, you guys get paid? What?
I know. It will happen. It will happen.
Don't tell everyone. They'll get the wrong idea.
But it's true. Or like you've all earned your stripes. Like, you know, so it's a new band, but you've got all that knowledge and the experience. I mean, there's 4 of you here with different journeys. I think that's what I found exciting. I mean, when you started sending the photos over and we started seeing them, you look like a band. That's great. The imagery is great. It's almost like you've taken everything you've been through and it's like, right, let's get this right from day one. Like, do you know what I mean? No fucking around. Let's just get it right. Like, was that something you had a meeting about and kind of ironed out, or is it just like great photography and artwork? Like,
those were selfies we all took individually, separately, because we can't
Against the
we
wall.
can't right now. So they were literally like, this is just the crap of your life. Photoshop it, turn us blue and pink. Happy days.
it just works because it looks like, obviously you've brought it out. It looks ready. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and obviously we've known your past bands and stuff like that, so we can see how you've evolved as well. Like, you know, so with you, Gill, do you see any of the other girls from the Amorettes? Did it, you know what I mean? Is it a nice part in and onwards now with the Hot Damn, or is it something that you might ever kind of switch back to, or?
I don't know. I mean, I think they're up to other sort of musical ventures at the moment.
Right.
But I mean, I wouldn't ever, never say never. We're still good friends. We're still on good terms. I think they were just sort of fell out of love with classic rock, really, which was a shame. But no, I mean, we still chat. We're still waiting to go for a pint. Just waiting for all this lockdown crap to disappear. But yeah, I mean, I would never say never. That's a shame. But
yet again, perfect time,
maybe
something fresh.
Yeah. Sometimes you just get excited about again. Yeah.
Yes.
Same with you, Laurie. Are you are you still with Aaron as well, or is this?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Buchanan and the Cult Classics the band hasn't died. I would say it's more on hiatus. Aaron's in Australia at the moment. He decided to move over there the beginning of last year, which was probably the best thing he could have done because he would have hated lockdown over here. Lockdown over there has been way easier. But I think he spends so long between the Cult Classics and Heaven's Basement, basically since his teenage years, building sort of what he's got. And I think by the end of last year, he just needed to step away for a little while and find who he was and learn what he likes, not just Aaron Buchanan, the guy that sings on stage. Like he learned to drive, like things like that. He didn't need a car. Because he was on the road all the time, he needed to, he didn't need that. He didn't need those sorts of things. And I think when you're on the road for so long, you kind of forget, oh, actually, I don't have a house. I don't have a car. I don't have this. I don't have that. And I felt like he just wanted to step away and find out who he was. And I think what he's done at the moment, or what he's doing at the moment, he's very happy. And it'd be nice for him to come back in a refreshed state of mind and make the Cult Classics again. I don't know when that's going to happen, but right now, I think the time is for the Hot Damn for me right now. And let's just see where this goes. Again, the way Jill said, never say never, but I'm not going to miss up this opportunity at all.
I love that, because I wanted to ask you all, only because there's been so many people asking us prior to this, well, what does this mean about their past projects? Because each one of you have made an impact in the music industry. Do you know what I mean? So that's a credit to all 4 of you. Do you know what I mean? So same with you, Lizzie. Are you just Hot Damn now, or are you back and forth, or is it?
No, I'm still with New Device, and I still play with the amazing Sophie Lloyd as well. Obviously that's on hold a little bit because of COVID. And New Device are doing as best we can to do live stream gigs and so on. But no, I try and split my time equally as best I can, alongside a full-time job. But I try my best.
Yeah.
I haven't keeled over just yet.
So the writing side of things, guys, what are you sounding like? Is obviously taking bits from everything you've done in your past experiences with other bands and stuff, but is this a new sound? Is it more of the same? I mean, obviously having like a new bass player, for me, like a bass is like really important. Like that drive, that like Josie was saying, that match, that pairing up, that can change the whole dynamics of a band, your drummer and your bass player. So is it heavier than what you guys have done before? Can you tell us a bit more about the sound?
Is it because of my jumper?
Well, yeah, the fact I couldn't read what it said on there, it must be heavy. There's a bit of a contrast between your jumper and Ronnie's jumper, to be quite honest.
Lizzie's jumper says it all.
Yeah.
So it's heavier, right?
I think it's a tough call right now. I say the tracks we have, the tracks we have in the pipeline, whether or not they're going to be progressed for people's ears, who knows? We're still kind of working on where we want to go with it. But I'd say we've got elements, I'd say, of all bands in a way. All previous bands, but I'd say there's a little bit more sugar on top. Might be a bit catchier, a bit hookier. You might see it maybe in Reading Festival vibes as well. Maybe a bit more commercial, but still keeping to the roots at the same time.
You definitely not see it at Bloodstock.
Wouldn't see it at Bloodstock, no.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah,
Aww.
yeah. I mean,
never say never.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, the aim is good music, and I think good music kind of transcends genres. You know what I mean? Like, there are artists in certain genres where you're not really into the genre, but there's an artist in that genre that you absolutely love. And I think, a band like Queen that kind of, I don't think I've really ever met someone who doesn't like the band Queen. Do you know what I mean? They just,
I judge those people.
It's just like, like, good songs are good songs, and it doesn't matter whether you're into pop punk or metal, you can still appreciate a good song. So that's kind of the aim, and then the good songs, and then it will sound like what the four of us sound like together, if you know what I mean. Like, we all have our styles, and I guess that's the good thing of having all kind of been around the traps quite a bit and toured and played a lot. We've all got our sounds, and then it's bringing it together and making that sound kind of thing work together. But it's not going to be a million miles away. I'm not going to start being a jazz drummer, you know what I mean? Like, so I think anyone who's ever seen any of us play, they're not really going to be in for a surprise in terms of but obviously the actual songs are going to be just new little lockdown babies.
I can imagine the tracks being like a well-built track, but then when we go live, it will be the band will be like, oh, they sound way heavier live. I think we used to get that last year a bit. Oh, it sounds heavier than the CDs, and I'd like to be that band. The band that has a nice clean track, and then you just punch people in the faces when you turn up on stage.
Yeah, we some people have said that about us, which is nice. When they come to see us live, it's heavier than the record. But we have got two guitars either side, and it is quite a meaty sound. I can't wait to hear it, girls. Like, Gill, are you penning all the stuff, or is it a collaboration, or?
I think we're all sort of chipping in with bits and pieces. It's all quite varied, which is really, really interesting, actually. But yeah, I mean, we're finding our strengths as well, which is really good. I'm usually, it's all usually up to me. I was usually the predominant songwriter of the Amorettes. I did all the music, all the lyrics, everything. Which I was really bad at lyrics, and I was always asking people to collaborate. Can you do lyrics? But turns out, these guys, Josie, Laurie, Lizzie, I'm amazing at them. And yes, phew, it just makes a lot more It looks a lot easier, and it's really, really good. I've never really sort of collaborated on a bigger level before. Everything's sort of been sort of stripped back and rebuilt, and what about this? And we even write in the room as well, like on the spot, and it's just it's very interesting. It's working out really well, and
I love that. You've got to be like free, haven't you, as a musician? Like if you're feeling bogged down and you think it's a chore straight away, you're not going to get the best sounding music, lyrics, whatever. That's really good to hear. So very talented. Fair play, all four of you.
I think our problem at the moment is we've got a whole Dropbox literally full of ideas, but we've got one track that I think we know where we're going with, and then the rest of them, it's like if we choose that, then we go in that direction. If we choose that, we go in this direction, and it's like, what direction do we want to go in?
Next?
That I think that's the hardest part now. It's like we're almost spoilt for choice on where we can go. Just making the right decision.
A very good problem to have, because I don't think you can ever have too many songs in the bank. And you know, some of the stuff that I've been involved in, for example, is that I think's turned out the best has been kind of when you've got a few ideas and then you end up bunging them all together and they can become one thing. So it's just, I guess, the challenge of not being able to jam the songs in a room together, because I think you can get so far by sending dodgy phone memos, and then Laurie polishes up our little turd droppings in Logic and makes them sound pretty and nice. But then, you know, you get to kind of like you get to a brick wall eventually where you just need to get in a room and thrash the song out kind of thing and see how it feels and where to go with it next. And I think that's what we're going to really focus on next year. Like I said, I'm desperately trying to get Gill to move down here. So everybody start a petition, please. Gill to move down south of the border.
To be honest, girls, if I was you, I'd move up to Scotland. That's the journey I would take. I'm not being funny. Like that's our second home up there. We absolutely love Scotland.
Place to be.
Yeah. We found we had our frustrations in lockdown. We were lucky we managed to book a studio up in North Wales or Mid Wales. And we locked ourselves away for a few days. Wasn't to like record a new record or anything. It was more to hang out as a band and jam and have the shackles off, that we didn't have to kind of leave a room after 3 hours or 4 hours. We could kind of pick things up and go. So maybe that could be an option when things kind of level out a bit. Yeah, and it wasn't too bad. I can kind of drop you the price and stuff on a DM, but it's just those little ideas, and then we're hearing of other bands then doing kind of Airbnbs, which are cool. So they're all like setting up little, especially if Laurie's on with the Logic and stuff like that. They're doing their own like little studios, and then making camp for like a week and a half together, and it's just that getting together, like you said, it's that. Jamming in a room,
100%. We did kind of try that last year because we played at Hard Rock Hell, and we ended up we booked in like from the week before and just stayed in the caravan for like a week, with the plan being that we were gonna write an album. But a week at Hard Rock Hell, you can probably imagine what happened.
I think our problem is that we socialize too much. That's a big problem of ours, and then we don't get the music down. We're too busy having way too much fun in the pub or in a restaurant or doing whatever. We have to really crack down on that.
Yeah.
I can imagine there's not much soundproofing in a caravan either, is it? Can you imagine how loud that is?
Yeah. Loud enough inside.
Brilliant. Hey, but we always on CrowCast ask this question, but we'll go around to each and every one of you. We'll start with Gill, though. So, Gill, what age were you when you, I don't know, first heard the first band that sort of resonated with you, or you picked up the guitar, or you knew you could sing? What age were you?
I think becoming aware of my own taste in music, that wasn't Michael Jackson when you're like 6 years old. I think I watched the film, was it Forrest Gump or something like that, and they had the soundtrack, and it was playing Jimi Hendrix, and I must have been about 12, maybe a bit younger actually, maybe about 11, 10 or 11, and just knowing that I just sort of having this conscious thought, what is that? And it just took it to a completely different place.
Yeah. Did that make you want to like learn guitar straight away?
Yeah, I mean, nobody that I was like, what's that song? And I was trying to tell all these people, what's this song? It had this little bit in it, and I was trying to sing it to them, and eventually found a music teacher who found out what the song was and just said, well, yeah, that's Jimi Hendrix. That's All Along the Watchtower, and I just like blew my mind. Yeah,
that's a good first song to hear, isn't it? It's gonna grab you. What about you, Lizzie?
Mine was, I was maybe like 13, I think, 12, 13, similar age to Gill. And I was at a friend's house after school, and we were supposed to be doing homework, but really what we did was raid her big brother's CD collection and found this really weird looking album with a baby in a swimming pool chasing after a girl or something. I was like, what the fuck is that? That looks mad. Like, what kind of music's that? And we stuck it on her CD player, and it was obviously Nirvana's Nevermind. And I was like, oh my God. I had no idea music could sound like that. Because the albums I'd bought up until that point were like, I don't know, Spice Girls, Spice World. Enya. So yeah, that was the one for me. That ruined it all.
Did that make you want to pick up the bass? When did you know you wanted to play bass as opposed to like a normal guitar? Or
I've played music since I was about 3. Really, it's been either piano or cello, or I don't know. I chop and change and pick things up and put it down, and I think bass I've probably been playing now for about 15 years or so. It's the one thing that I've stuck at throughout without chopping and changing around on sort of, like wind instruments or stringed instruments or whatever. I always chopped and changed around quite a bit. But I guess what really made me take it super seriously was I'm such a broken record with these questions, but it was always Toto's 25th anniversary live album from Amsterdam. That's what made me pick up the bass.
Amazing.
Love that.
That's class. What about you, Josie?
I think for me it was kind of growing up in Lincolnshire, if anyone's ever been to Lincolnshire, number one, why? Number two, they'll understand that there was literally nothing to do. Like where I lived, there was not even there was not a bowling alley, there was not a cinema, there was literally nothing in the town apart from a few little dodgy pubs that would let you in at 14. So from the age of 14, you'd go to the pub on the weekend and there'd be like bands playing, like cover bands and original bands. And these kids were like my age or maybe a year or two older, and just making this wall of sound when you open the door back, like puff of smoke comes out because it was back when you could smoke inside, and just a sleepy little town, but then as soon as you open that pub door, it's just alive inside. And I think for me, that's what really kind of made me I think I was like 15 when I started drumming, because it was like from seeing this up close and personal. Because I was saying to the girls the other day, we never had like MTV, YouTube wasn't a thing then. So it wasn't like I got exposed to loads of like famous bands or could watch lots of videos. We didn't have Sky or anything like that. So actually just being able to go and stand 2 meters away from someone, smashing the living daylights out of a drum kit, and then being able to like talk to them at the end and be like, how did you do that thing you just did? How did you play that without 17 arms? And they could literally just show you there and then. That's kind of what got me really inspired. And then like the first day of the school holidays, saw a drum kit in the music shop window that looked at me, and borrowed a cheeky 300 quid from my mum. Still haven't paid her back. And took home my lovely Session Pro Blue Beauty. And that was the end of that. The rest is history.
And what was the first song you played?
Oh, it would have been a Blink. It would have been Trying to Massacre First Date by Blink 182, probably. That drum intro. And yeah, that would probably have been it.
Epic. Love that. What about you, Laurie?
Yeah, I don't really know a time when music wasn't in my life, if I'm honest. I was gifted for my birthday my first guitar at the age of 7, but prior to that, or my first electric guitar. It's actually this one right here. This was my first ever electric guitar. But prior to that, my granddad used to have a guitar, and I used to ask him to play songs. And how do you do that, Granddad? How do you do this, Granddad? He used to have a little book. This was before the internet was really a thing. You get the chord books and things like that. And then I think my family noticed my interest from then on. And then for my 7th birthday, I got the guitar with the pack, the amp, the book, and from then on, I've just rolled with it. It's not even been a decision. Like it was weird. Like I never decided to learn how to play guitar or get into it. It just happened. And by the time I was 8, I was in England's youngest rock band, and that showed me the ropes on how to tour, and we went all up and down the country, and we were probably terrible, but we played some phenomenal gigs. Wow. Like literally to thousands of people. I don't know who would want to watch 8-year-olds play Nirvana and the Chili Peppers and Metallica, but we did. And I'd never want to see those videos, if I'm honest, because we would have been awful. But
I want to see them.
Yeah, I don't want to see them. I know I wouldn't have been able to play guitar then, that's for sure. And so yeah, like touring, being on the road, songs. It's just from a very young age, I've always done it, and so it's quite hard for me to say what got me into it other than my granddad really, and really just seeing a guitar in their room and just watching him play it. So yeah.
Any particular sort of rock band or guitarist you kind of looked at and thought, yeah, that's what I want to do? Or
I think I've always looked at guitar, or what inspires me to play guitar has always changed, and it's always like, oh, that band does this technique, so I'm going to learn that song, sort of thing. And when I started really committing my time to practicing, that's when YouTube started to grow legs a bit more, and bands like Trivium started uploading their videos, and Killswitch Engage, and even Slipknot and things like that. I wanted to get good at sort of the technicalities of guitar. I do remember Killswitch Engage. I loved their chord progressions, and they've got quite fiddly bits and technical bits going on. I like riffs. I think that was a band. Adam D from that band is just funny, but also phenomenal at the same time. And so that was also when like live videos started going up, and I'd be like, oh, what are they doing live? I'm gonna learn that. And I still do that to this day. I still go on YouTube and I still learn from videos, and it's always just been an evolving sort of thing, really. But if anything, YouTube's been a massive influence in my learning, because I'm totally self-taught. Books never really helped me. Teachers I couldn't get on with, and actually when I was that young, a lot of teachers wouldn't allow young girl guitarists to teach. That was a thing. My mum would go around all the places in Essex and say, would you teach a 8, 9, 10-year-old girl? And they'd say no. I'd like to think that's changed now. So when YouTube came along, it was my saving grace, and to this day, yeah, I still use it. So do you know, a lot of the best guitarists out there are the ones you've never heard of, and they're just these bedroom jammers, and I'm like,
yeah,
completely blown away by them. I'm like, why are they not in a band? Why are they not touring? So many out there, so much influence to take from them.
But so what was it like growing up then? Obviously Aaron being your brother, what did he, so which one of you kind of had the music bug first? Was it kind of like it was just music was in your house and you all did it? Or
no, it was very bizarre, because we're the only musical people in our family, minus my granddad, which kind of did a bit of guitar. but actually I was in a band before Aaron, which is funny because he's 4 years older than me. But yeah, he hit the big time way before, well, still did hit the big time way before I did. But yeah, I mean, it was nice because we shared like mutual friends. Our friend had a studio in East Tilbury in Essex. That was this weird Barter's rundown factory, like a shoe factory, but like right in the back. I'm not even sure if it was legal, if I'm honest. We never paid, so I don't know how it well, I don't remember money crossing hands. It was just this place that I swear they illegally set it up, but we used to go there. That was our weekend. Like it was so easy for my parents because they never had to pay for football practice or dance practice or any of this stuff. They would literally bung us both down there for the weekend. And we would he would do his bands and I would do my band, and they just pick us up on Sunday. So, yeah, it's never really been a problem. I think we've always respected each other musically. It's been weird working with him after so many years of not working with him as well. That was a big change. But yeah, I think we both sort of keep each other going. There's a bit of yin and yang going on there, and we both have very high standards of each other, and I think that's nice to have someone so close to you that way, because he will tell me if something is good or if something's bad, and there's not going to be an argument there. It's more of a respect of, okay, well, what do you think I can do with that? And I don't think even with your closest friends you can always have that discussion in such a sort of frank way. So yeah, that's just kind of how we've always been, how we've grown up together. And sometimes it's nice and sometimes it's nasty, but that respect is still there.
No, I understand that because I got a brother and sister, and they can both sing and play instruments and stuff. And like when we were kids, everyone was like, "Oh, here comes the Von Trapp family," because we were singing. Like my dad used to play guitar, and music would always be in the house. But you're right, that also, like, you do something and your brother wants to beat it, that competitive, that healthy competitiveness. And then I think there's no better sort of sound when your sibling like harmonizes and stuff, because you got the similar tones in your voices. And so we as kids like harmonized and whatever, and kind of little did we know, we were just doing it for fun, but you gradually getting better as a musician, and your ear is defining and picking out certain notes and what works, what doesn't work. And then I met up with the boys as a early age in school and jamming, and already I was kind of progressed to a level than other kids didn't. So my family were a huge part in my musical sort of.
Definitely, I agree. Me and Aaron used to have this little I think it was a both mixed 8-track thing that we used to do little acoustic jams on. God, they're on CD somewhere. But you do learn a lot, and just having someone in the house that you can work off of. Sometimes I learned a lot in those years, and like you said, like I would go to school, and you would be like a little bit further along than a lot of the kids that were there, just because you had that little base. And Aaron being 4 years older than me, he's got 4 years more experience than me, whether he was in a band or not. And at the time, he would have only just started being in bands, but I mean, his ear, like the way he hears things and the melodies and things, like he could always tell me how to improve things, and that's something that I will forever be grateful for in my own little musical journey.
Amazing. Yeah, you didn't have a brother, but you just had me, didn't you, Ron?
I just had you, Shane. Sorry, you were lumped with me. We used to do really cool things in the music room, which sounds really old school. But we'd have a little tape deck. Do you remember putting the piece of paper in front of the tape deck, Shane? So we put a piece of paper in front of it, so it would kind of bounce or take all the harshness out of the room.
Wow.
They were wicked little tricks for like, how old were we? 14, 15. Because we were kind of trying to record the best demos in the world so we could become like the next Beatles or whatever. And yeah, it was good. I always say just jam. Exactly like you said, Laurie. It's like my dad was a great drummer, but I couldn't have a lesson off him. I just couldn't I just couldn't do that. But YouTube in COVID, I don't know if anybody else has kind of gone down that rabbit hole. There's so many, like you said, so many bedroom drummers, guitarists, singers. At one point I was telling Shane I was watching a guy write a track, but everybody was commenting on it and giving their input on like what to add. It was so cool. Like when I was first watching, I was like, who would watch this? And then 3.5 hours later, I was kind of there going, oh, you should definitely put that fill in. Do I write it? Will my name come up? Should I? It's like, yeah, you just go down. It's so like, it's memorizing, like, you know, and I've picked up loads of tips as a drummer, probably same as you, Lizzie, when you said like you've kind of mastered your craft a bit more. I've had the time to strip my drums, like write down and learn more about even more about tuning, even more about the skins that go on the right shells, like really boring techie stuff that normally I haven't got a clue about. Like, do you know what I mean? So I really think YouTube is the teacher at the moment. Like, you know, there's not much you can't
100%.
learn. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued, Gill. When did you find out you had a voice?
Oh, do I? No,
Yeah.
I've never really wanted to be a singer, and I still really don't see myself as that. Does that sound strange? Vocalist maybe, but I'm not. I've always sang. Like we've always been. I come from a musical family as well. Like, but more sort of thespians. My mum and dad were very into musical theatre, and my mum was a producer and used to sort of put these productions on and stuff. And we'd always me and brother be dragged along at an early age and told to project, and you had to poke you in the back if you weren't singing loud enough. And it was just,
I should try that.
But yeah, I guess I'm still sort of finding that sound, and that's what I like about this band is kind of, I do like people with voices that entertain, like Alex Harvey. You know, he's not the best singer in the world, but he's so interesting. The way he, you know, tells a story, or even the likes of Shakira, you know, like her voice is so weird, but so interesting. She sounds like half goat, half duck eating a sandwich, you know. It's just so captivating, and that's sort of what I find a good vocalist.
Well, you definitely want to come down to Wales. There's plenty of goats.
Someone please tag Shakira in that caption. Someone in the comments.
Sorry, Shakira. Sorry if you're listening out there.
Yeah, I think you're selling yourself a little short there, lovely. You got a great voice.
Oh, thank you. I've never rated my voice. I'm kind of like Roger Daltrey in that way. You sort of a little bit at your own. I just wanted to play guitar, and nobody would sing, so I had to do it. But thank you.
That's how Ginger Wildheart ended up fronting the Wildhearts, though. So,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a true story. Yeah.
Happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop now.
I don't know. I personally feel like Gill's voice on these songs, like, I feel like it just shows off a whole different side to it. Like,
shows off my yodel. I've got
it does.
a yodel.
Exactly. Like, I feel like there's more melody going on, and I don't know. Like, you've got a very distinct voice. It doesn't sound like anyone else's voice, and I feel like these songs really kind of make the most of that, more so than maybe we've heard in the past.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of starting again. There's no pressure, but you know, with all the pressure in the world because the world is watching, but you can sort of just start again and do what you want, and you don't have to pigeonhole it. You know, I think when I started the Amorettes, it was kind of like I kind of want to be Motorhead, but but also like, you know, the darkness and, you know, rolled into one. Whereas this is, you know, we could be pop. We're still sort of finding that little space.
We're going on tour with Shakira next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's trying to say.
Bring on the force.
But I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because we've had that debate of like some of the band like Slipknot, punk rock. We like Michael Jackson. We like Toto. We like Queen, Muse. You could keep going. Like, do you know what I mean? Grunge. So I think as long as kind of you know who you are and what you're enjoying as a band, that's where your sound will naturally gravitate to. You know what I mean? When you said you've got all these songs and you're not quite sure where to pull, I think they will naturally pull to where you're comfortable. They will, when they, Shane. It's a weird, like, you know, I was always worried about that in the beginning of our journey, especially because I've come from other bands where maybe a new member joins. This could be Lizzie, maybe with the hardcore metal now, but we'd have a new guitarist, for example, and everything would go kill switch engage, or because Bullet were blowing up in Bridgend, let's write a riff like Bullet, like, do you know what I mean? And you'd lose that identity of the band. So I think it's really important everybody just kind of puts their flavors to it, and then kind of see what comes out of the cauldron. As Shane, you use that term, don't you? You know, just
it's definitely bubbling away. There's been a few toads we pulled out, flung over our shoulders.
Bloody goat! There you are.
So what's next for you girls then? What's the plan gigs wise? Because like Gill said, the world is watching. It is a weird position to be in when you're a brand new band, but everybody knows who you are individually. Do you know what I mean? So I think everybody's really excited to see you. What's up next?
Going on tour with Toto.
Excellent.
We wish.
I mean, that would be sick.
Well, first, we can't do gigs at the moment. So we're doing a live stream show, the Hot Damn Hogmanay Hangover, on the on the 2nd of January. So that's just going to be, I guess, the first time we will actually be filming, recording everything. Some new stuff, maybe some old stuff. Maybe some covers, and also gonna do a little bit of a sofa sessions thing as well, and actually kind of like talk through a little bit about the songs and where they've come from and why we picked to play them, and the new tracks as well, like our thoughts on all of that, if anyone's interested.
Amazing.
And then obviously beyond that, next year is going to be interesting because obviously 90% of next year's gigs are just this year's gigs plonked into next year. So we're not necessarily expecting to be particularly on the road lots next year because we've only just announced. But obviously, you know, we've had a few people kind of be in touch about doing stuff. So hopefully, you know, once we've kind of actually got some music out and stuff, that will only pick up. And you know, we're here for the long game, you know. We're here to kind of write some great music and take it everywhere we can possibly take it. So if next year's a quietish year in terms of gigs, but at least that enables us to focus on writing and recording, you know, because you kind of take it for granted when you've been in a band for ages that you've just got a product to tour, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And so like starting from scratch again, especially where, you know, we've never been in a band with people who are literally scattered across the country before. So the process of actually, because we can't have weekly band practices or whatever, because it's a 2-day round trip for Gill to get here. So, you know, just getting, you know, say 12 songs to a point that they're album worthy and ready to go is probably going to, you know, take up quite a bit of time. And we don't want to kind of, it's easy to be tempted to just get out there. You know, we've been offered stuff that we've turned down because we're like, we don't want to go out there and play 50% Tequila, 50% Amorettes and one new song. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
We kind of want to take a little bit of time to actually, you know, we said we did a little live stream the other day, and you know, people were asking, you know, are you still going to be playing some of your old stuff? And like the answer is absolutely. We will still be playing some stuff from the back catalogue, but this is also something new we've launched, and you know, we're hoping that there's bigger and better things to come. So, you know, we don't want to be in a position where people are kind of only coming to see us to hear those songs, if you know what I mean. We kind of want to put some stuff out into the world that people like of its own kind of merit. And so it might not necessarily be the worst thing that next year is going to be maybe quiet-ish for gigs, because it means that hopefully by the time we can get out there, we're going to have, you know, give people the full hot damn experience rather than just be a cover band of ourselves, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
for
makes
sure.
perfect sense. That makes absolutely perfect sense. Do it right or don't do it at all. Yeah, and stamping your own sound, knowing who you are before you go out and say, this is who we are. This is what it's all about. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I think too many, like, you know, it's great to go out and jam and stuff, but I just see a lot of like young bands in particular. You see some really sort of talented kids, like, but just, I don't know, they're just up there being an individual as opposed to being a band. They're kind of missing the whole concept of a band. I think if you get that nailed and then go out and gig, that's the impact, isn't it? You know, like Gill was saying, it's not about just hearing a vocalist who's absolutely pitch perfect. It's someone who goes, holy shit, look at that. They're doing something different. That's that unique and knows what they are. That's it in a nutshell.
It's that magic when just like it comes together, and it's not something you can ever recreate on your own or recreate with a different combination of people. Like, you just kind of gotta spend the time getting that kind of to happen, and we just don't, you know, we it's really hard saying no to stuff because we just, especially after a year of not doing anything, but we're 100%, like you said, do it right, you know, because you've only got kind of one chance to make a first impression, and this kind of it is a new first impression, and we just want to make sure we kind of, you know, otherwise we might as well have just carried on, you know, the Amorettes or something, you know, if that's what if we're just gonna kind of ride on those coattails forever, if you know what I mean.
Where did the band name come from? Because I really like her. Whose idea was that?
Go on, Jill. You can explain.
Josie's laughing. It's like
we just share your affinity for like mild profanity. I don't know. I wrote basically a manifest, like a giant list of names for, like, because nobody was coming up with suggestions, so I had about 410 names and just thought, right, there has to be one in here that everybody likes, or
410 is amazing, you know, considering we couldn't think of a single other one.
Literally, I think 3 of us. 0.
No contributions, but and I just thought, this is 8 months later, we need to pick something. So gave them a short list. There's 5 names. Pick one. Go.
And we did, like, we made a spreadsheet, a very rock and roll spreadsheet, where we
have a spreadsheet of this band.
Color coding green, amber, red as to whether or not anybody liked anything, and literally not a single one got 4 greens. So that's when Jill then pulled the shortlist out of her ass and said, right, well, here's 5 names, pick one from here. And
we still didn't agree.
I think it came down to branding in the end, didn't it? I think it got to a stage where we had 5 names, and it was like, how do we see this on a t-shirt? How do we see this on a banner? When we walk out, when Jill says, we are the blah, blah, blahs, is it going to sound good, sort of thing? And I think,
when you guys go, we are those damn crows! Like, that's
exactly.
Yes.
It's the
Don't
best
sign it up, I'll lose my
ever.
fucking job. Fucking hell.
If he loses his voice one day, you know where I'm at.
Exactly.
But yeah, like you've got to think about all that stuff, because you know, you guys know it's not, the music is everything, but at the same time it's only the starting point, because you could write the best songs in the world, if your logo's crap and no one wants to buy your merch, you're not even going to be able to afford to put petrol in your car to get to the gig to play your shows. So you've kind of got to think about the bigger picture, I guess, when you're kind of coming up with it. And I think I think this is the name that, like, eventually we were all like, the more we kind of revisited it, the more we were like, that's the badger.
Well, Jill started sending through versions of the logo, and again, there was about 50 million of them too that we then had to decide from. Not just 5, there was at least about 20, and then we were stuck in the same predicament. It's like, right, we've got the name, now what logo do we want? And then it was just like, ah. But I think once we started getting our brains together on that, I think then it was like, it just started ticking boxes, and then we're like, yeah, it's the hot damn.
Yeah, I really like it. And I
Yeah.
can't help but see it like the hot damn. I can't help
You have to.
can't help- Yeah. I'm kind of intrigued as well what the other names were. What the other 4 names.
Oh, I have a list here somewhere.
Jill.
Really?
I love
Oh,
how
God.
thorough Gill is. That's amazing.
And Jill does everything in a scrapbook. She doesn't really do Excel. That's me. She has everything in a scrapbook. So you get like a dodgy phone photo, and you're trying
In
to like
low light.
trying to decipher her handwriting. There you go.
Uh,
There's one in every band.
I have got upstairs so many pieces of paper, which, like, you know, with
This paper.
whether it's ideas for the band or the
Look at
CrowCast
this,
or whatever, and I've got to kind of find the pieces of paper or the book. Like, yeah, well done, Jill.
Oh God!
Look at the
This
twin.
literally 410.
There's the last one. Yeah. So we got there. We got there, didn't we?
We did.
I love it all. Like I said, when you sent the photos over, I know you said, oh, they were just quick selfies, and it just had a real coolness to it. I think the name, like you said, Shane, that kind of helps as well, because you see the brand in there. And to me, it was just like, wow, this all works. Because I have seen some real clusterfucks when I've seen certain bands. Well, you do, and you've all seen it. It's just we all don't want to say it because it's like political. And you see certain bands get together, and the name's not. It doesn't match them, or it doesn't match. And it's just throwing it against the wall, seeing what sticks. Where you guys have kind of got it right from the start. So I echo what Shane said of. You know, don't settle until you're happy with your sound, and everything is right for you guys. Like, do you know what I mean? Because you've got everything else so far is like tick, 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 tick. Do you know what I mean? So that's my only little input. Like, do you know what I mean? Is just keep doing what you're doing, because it seems to be kind of working. So because we just did what we wanted to do, didn't we, Shane? We didn't really.
Yeah, the minute we stopped, I don't know, trying to find a niche or trying to find, I don't know, the pressures of you need to be this, you need to be that. As soon as we just like listened to ourselves and did what we wanted to do, it kind of took off. I mean, because remember when we had that big agent, one of the biggest agents on the planet,
Yeah.
early doors, and we just thought, this is it, it's gonna off to the races, and then it took us years to like, kind of like work out who we are, and it failed because we just didn't have a clue. We
supported Gill back in, good God.
Oh, in Club.
Yeah, that was years ago. But
2015?
Yeah, but it's funny, Joe, because like after that, there was loads of people saying the new wave classic rock scene. Who's this band? Are they brand new? And you might have been like, no, they've been around for ages. Do you know what I mean? Because we were there, it was just kind of like we were either doing spot gigs up in London, as you do, like showcases and stuff, and kind of trying to go down that route. But then we just kind of pulled everything back and just went, right, we've got the name. We're happy with the name. This is our sound. And then we just started doing everything we wanted to do then. Do you know what I mean? And like just everything from the branding to the ideas of the band to like Shane saying about pre-gig selfies. Just anything we wanted to do. We stopped. I wouldn't say stop listening because that's rude. We always take kind of criticism. We always take advice. But we always kind of worked out, is that what the band want to do? Or is that best for the band? Or is that best for the people advising us? Like, do you know what I mean? So, and I think when we did that, we kind of found our mojo. Then it was like, we tapped into stuff that we loved growing up on, like the Police. I don't know if any of you are fans of the Police. I think maybe Laurie. Yeah, well done. We love the Police for their jams. Just the fact of like a 3-minute pop song is like 7 minutes live. Do you know what I mean? It's those little like segues, or they go off and then they come back. So we started kind of putting that in the set. And like you said, Josie, the intro. we just kind of took everything what we wanted to do. I mean, it even got the stage where we drop a song just to put the intro and the outro in, just because no band were doing it on the circuit, if that makes sense. So it kind of made us kind of stand out, because we were like, well, that's what Nirvana or the Police or someone would have done. They would have made a big noise or something, and then it would have just been like, what's this crazy stuff? Or Smashing Pumpkins and stuff, where like guitarists would just make noises out of his pickups for maybe 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Or so just all things like that.
At the end of the day, I think a lot of bands forget that it's not just playing a collection of songs in a list, and I think that's where a lot of bands go wrong. And it's a performance. You're putting on a performance, and you want a beginning, middle, and an end. It's not just, oh, I like this song, so let's put this song with that song, and yeah, I don't know how to. You have to think about the set, and you have to think about the highs and lows, like where you position certain songs and things like that, and also listen and understand your audience. Like if you're going to put 3 ballads in a rock sort of venue with a rock band that you're supporting, then you're putting slow songs in, sort of thing. It's not going to work. People want to pump the room, people want to dance, people want to get around and have fun, and I think a lot of bands fall quite short on that when they don't really understand how to actually put a set together and make it work. And also, I wouldn't say choreography, because that's a very lame term, but also knowing what you want to do within the songs and saying, right, we're going to put 5 minutes aside for just musical madness, and let's just vibe it. And it is about vibe, because some days you want to get that section over and done with, and then other days you're just all in the mood. And I think it's very much a collective. The band, you just feel the vibe on stage, and you know if it's a good show or if it's not a good show, and you have to work that. And I think some people get so tied down with what the set list is. Like Aaron was a great example for that. He'd be like, right, I want to do a crowd surf handstand in the middle of the crowd right now. Stop the song, or not even stop the song. Pause the song. Pause the song. I'm doing it right now, and you just rock it, and that's how you gain an interesting audience. And I feel like last year I don't think Gill did a handstand in the audience, but we did similar things where we would vibe sections a bit longer here and there, and it just makes it so much more fun. It makes every show individual in its own way. Yeah. And that's what I like about seeing live shows, and yeah, how you build a set is very important.
People aren't going there to hear the CD, especially not after this year, where they've probably, made themselves completely sick of Spotify. Like, I think the live gig needs to be something different that you just can't get from your sofa. And I think the best thing about us coming together is that we've all kind of done quite a lot of, gigging over the years, and more important than anything is learn what doesn't work. The lessons you learn from your mistakes are just as important as the things that do work. And I think we've all kind of can look back at stuff and be like, okay, we won't be doing that again. And we can all, like, from 4 different avenues and four lots of years and years of touring, probably like 25 years between us, kind of, in different experiences we've all encountered along the way, bring that all together. And I can't bloody wait till we can kind of actually get back to it and kind of put all of that into practice, because it's all just a lovely, amazing idea in our brains right now. But I think that's kind of why we wanted to start again, is so that we could kind of just put all those ideas into one, respect the legacies or whatever of whatever we've done in the past, but also kind of just channel it all into something new without it kind of being tarred by people's opinions of what things were in the past, or lineup changes, or direct comparisons between this and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's an exciting time. I don't think that's relevant at all to the question or whatever.
No, I mean, I'm for one. I know where all your backgrounds, and we've played a lot of shows with all of you, but I know this is going to be different, and I know I can say that, and you'll probably go, no, it's not, but I just can feel it because you've all got different backgrounds. When you put that yet again in a pot, it's obviously going to be different to the Amorettes. It's going to be different. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to be different. So I think that's really, really exciting. You were down the Wagons HQ. Is there new songs, or was that just a jam, or yet again is it I can't say nothing at the moment, or?
Josie's looking at you like, shut up.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I've seen that look before in a woman.
It was on the TV, Shane. It was
Laurie,
on the TV.
Laurie, you can answer this. I've done enough talking.
Well, I feel like I've done enough talking as well.
Lizzie,
go on.
go on, spill the beans, Liz.
I don't want to get told off by Josie.
All right.
We were recording, weren't we? We were recording stuff.
Cool.
We can say that. We did a whole video tour thingy of it, showing people the journey. I think it's something we're quite excited about. We still got a little bit of work to go with it, but I feel like it's going to be our first, whether it be the first track that people hear, I'm not sure, but I think the first track that we feel as a collective happy to maybe tour at a later date. I'd love to play this song live. And it's just growing from there, really.
We got the first mixes back the other day, so it's kind of cool to actually hear how this band sounds, because it's it's a very strange situation, like launching a band without any music. We hadn't even heard how the band sounded when we launched the name. We literally only heard it yesterday, like the mixes for the first time. So, but I'm reassured that the mix matches the name so far. Like I don't. Although I will just clarify, the name is The Hot Damn, not to be dash the hot or whatever I have
to be announced. First of all, I'm not going to lie, right? It's probably my my intelligence, but I thought, I think the boys did as well, so I'm going to dob them in. I think we all kind of thought you were called To Be Announced. Shane's shaking his head, Mr. Cool, because we were on our way to Germany, and I was like, wicked, the girls got a new band. Oh, TBA. And then we were going, that's really clever, because they'll be on every download poster, every Reading poster. So we were like, is that what they're aiming for? It's like, any festival in the world to be announced.
We're playing. Yeah.
So, and then obviously I seen To Be Announced there. So I was like, so what happened for anybody who doesn't know? Obviously I know what's happened now, but for anybody who doesn't know, what's gone on with Facebook?
So we wanted to launch the Facebook page before we went into the studio, because we can't play shows. There's not much we can do to kind of bring people on the journey at the moment, or kind of show them who we are and what we're doing. So we thought, do as much kind of behind the scenes kind of stuff in the studio while we're together, so that people can kind of see what's happening. But we didn't have a name at that point in time. That was when the list was, I think it'd been narrowed down to 50 at that point, but it wasn't down to the final 5. So we definitely weren't ready to announce the name yet. So we thought, and we looked it up, and like, I know Facebook didn't used to let you change page names, but then everything we were reading says you could. And we even looked it up on Facebook's FAQs, and like, just go into the edit page info and you can change your name. So we thought, sweet, we'll just launch it with a placeholder name, so people know it's coming, because everyone's saying, oh, what's happening. So we thought we'll launch a little placeholder page, and we only launched it to like in the fan groups of the Amorettes and Tequila. So we didn't kind of do a massive public launch. It was really just for the people who kind of had been part of our journey and were close to the band. We kind of wanted to give them kind of an early introduction to what we were doing. So it was like a little soft launch. And then, so we did that, launched it all good. And people kind of understood that it was just a placeholder name. Then launched the real name. But apparently we had too many likes. If you've got more than 1,000 likes, you can't change your page name easily. So because we weren't really expecting to get many likes, to be honest, because we just thought, just the hardcore would kind of like it, but we ended up with over 1,000 likes. And once you've got over 1,000 likes, Facebook doesn't let you change your page name easily because they don't want people like using it kind of as clickbait, like make a really interesting sounding page, get a load of likes, and then change it to your boring, crappy band. And actually trying to get through to a human being at Facebook HQ to log a complaint is
impossible.
Nigh on impossible. So we've apparently, like, lots of Googling has told us that if you basically change it one word at a time, possibly several weeks apart, the algorithm lets you do it. They don't let you change it too much or too often. So
praise be to the algorithm.
Thank God we're not actually launching music or playing gigs right now, because at the moment it's just kind of funny. It's just 2020, isn't it? It's just another
it is 2020,
another bit of 2020. So we kind of not too disheartened by it. But if we're still in this position by February with the most ridiculous band name known to mankind, I don't know.
We're going to quit Facebook.
So
but you are up to the hot, didn't you? Is it to be announced, the hot?
With that thought, I tried to add the damn again today and it wouldn't let me. And I thought maybe because it's slightly rude, but then I was like, nah, Crows have got their Facebook name. It can't be a censorship thing. I think it's just one page name a week is enough, apparently. So we will keep on pushing the button every now and again until Facebook says yes. We'll get there eventually, but it's slightly ridiculous.
It'll be interesting when you get played on Planet Rock, because Reddit kept calling us diddly, didn't he? Those diddly crows, because I don't think he liked to say damn. So I'm wondering. I'm wondering. So I'm wondering if he's gonna, the hot diddlies. Hot diddly.
He did the same with Phil Campbell, didn't he?
Yeah, it's an American thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and the Diddley Sons.
Yeah.
No, it's Phil Campbell and his sons or something.
Oh
like
really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it just Darren or is it
No, it wasn't. It was
radio wide?
What's his face in the morning as well?
Paul Anthony.
Paul Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, we become diddly all of a sudden.
Diddly.
And,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, let's not let it catch on unless anybody wants to buy a t-shirt.
I can just imagine Ned Flanders saying that.
Ned Flanders.
Yeah. Well, there was loads
line right there, I think.
There was loads of memes wrong, wasn't there, Shane? It was like loads of memes of like, Flanders like shouting at crows and stuff, those diddly crows. And...
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
Yeah, honestly, sign me up straight away.
He had a lot of stick for that, didn't he? He was getting a lot of abuse off some Crow fans.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's
Really?
cool. But apparently he didn't like to say damn, I don't know, some American thing. I don't know, he just didn't like to say it, so he just kept saying that. But like, he was pissing a lot of people off.
Really? I think it's got a certain ring to it, and I would consider it. You know, if by the time you get to like your 5th, 6th album and you want to mix things up a bit of a rebrand.
What we'll do now, if we restart Facebook and just put the in a couple of months' time, by 2024, we'll have all the crows.
We'll race you. We'll race you. Who gets the
Well, the good news is people don't like change, so this is a very slow change.
Yeah.
Yes.
We did it on purpose. We did it on purpose.
And we were talking about t-shirts. It'd be rude not to bring up these, which are beautiful.
Ooh, look at those.
Look at that.
I've got my sunglasses on.
That's amazing. That tie-dye t-shirt is fantastic.
I really like it.
Well, I think this comes back to what you were saying earlier about just doing what feels right, not what you've been advised. If anybody in the music industry was going to advise you what colour t-shirts to make for your band, they are going to tell you black t-shirts. No one wears anything other than black at any gig ever. Hence, black and black, right? You got to do that. But we wanted to do a colour option just because I do know a few people who have said they're never buying a black t-shirt again because their wife will actually divorce them. So, you know, we like to offer an alternative. We couldn't decide what colour. Jill wanted mustard ones. See? And we just couldn't make our minds up. So kind of as a joke, I was like, here you go, all of the colours. And people were like, oh, that's quite cool. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. And so, and then what happened next, we still haven't quite got our head around because, like I said, we thought we might sell one or two to the ones who had a cupboard full of black T-shirts at home. The tie-dye T-shirts have outsold the black ones 8-1 at this point in time.
Wow.
Like, was not expecting that, but I mean, it's 2020. Anything goes.
Loads of people are loving the merch by you. Yeah, they're all loving it.
Like, I think
they're buying merch from a band that don't know how to tie dye yet. We've got to learn how to tie dye.
This is the other thing.
You know that I did that with my kids in lockdown. That is one thing I did in tie-dye. Yeah.
Right. Well, look out. We're going to send 100 white T-shirts to you next week.
Send them over.
Make yourself
You were going to regret that, Shane.
I'll do that.
You walked right into that one.
I did, yeah. I can't stand black anyway, so I need a change. So
that gets us off the hook, Laurie, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely. No, you've had a few test runs, haven't you?
I did.
They haven't came out too tragic.
Yeah, I did a bit of. My 3-year-old nephew came round the other day, and he helped me do some tie dyeing. So we've had one practice run, and they didn't look like the advert. So that's next week's challenge, is to make that happen.
Yeah.
The things you end up doing being in a band. Lizzie spent Saturday night having chocolate-covered balloons exploding in her face, literally. Twice. And next week we're going to be, I think, getting in the bathtub together, rinsing out some tie-dye clothing.
I was trying to get the video. I'm going to dob him in. Gary sent me the video of the balloon exploding in Lizzie's face, but I was trying to convert it, and I was having a nightmare. Like, so yeah. It is pretty funny. Oh, I'm sorry, it is pretty funny.
For anyone who doesn't know, basically Gary the Pie Man, you've probably seen him around at gigs, absolute legend and massive supporter of a lot of the bands doing the rounds at the moment. He has been keeping people fed, watered and entertained on Saturday nights throughout lockdown, doing his Bake-Off series. And Saturday was the final one of the year, and we definitely went out with a bang. It was
two bangs.
2 bangs in Lizzie's case. A hot damn surprise pudding, and one of the surprises was like a big chocolate dome, which you make like paper mache over a balloon, and then you pop the balloon.
Sounds really easy, doesn't it?
Mine was fine, Lizzie. Mine was fine. Mine was delicious. What happened to yours? What happened to yours? Why are you still finding bits of chocolate splattered on your kitchen ceiling? What happened?
It exploded and went everywhere.
You better wait till the chocolate's gone hard before you pop the balloon, Lizzie.
That's the band right there. Good banter straight away.
Watch the video. I think it's 17 minutes 30 seconds into the video.
Has to memorize
she knows it by
heart.
Absolute money shot. 17 minutes. It's 2 hours long. Don't watch the whole thing. You'll fall asleep. But 17 minutes 30 seconds. If you're having a crap day, look on our page and watch it. And if that doesn't make you laugh, then
it's funny because that's what I watch when I suddenly have a crap day.
Mate, it was gold.
Brilliant. Hey, Gill, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having us, boys.
It's been absolutely class speaking with you all. You're all across the country. Absolutely incredibly we can do this. And I can't wait to, jump on tour with you guys and do some shows and share the stage.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's
amazing what you guys are doing, like with these CrowCasts and keeping people entertained and stuff. And
definitely.
Thank you.
We're super happy to see you guys absolutely smashing it and all of that. Like, it's very inspiring to see. Gives us all hope.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the real world when we can all kind of share stages and rock out again. All right.
We'll have a massive party.
Can't wait. Honestly,
Jaeger
can't wait.
bombs.
Keep going, girls, and I
Oh,
might have to
thanks,
get
Lloyd.
myself a tie-dye t-shirt.
Speak to Shane.
Speak to Shane in our production line.
I'm loving that t-shirt. I think it's going to happen. But take care, and we'll see you soon. All right,
Thank you.
girls?
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
Thank you guys. Take care.
That's awesome. Absolutely
great.
awesome. It's
that the
mad,
first-
isn't it?
Is that the first time we've had like 4 people on? It is, isn't it? 4
Yes.
individual.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a bit. I was trying to kind of get into the mojo of it because you don't want to leave anybody out. I don't know how you were approaching. I don't mind saying it here, like as we do our little post talks, but it was a bit different, wasn't it? Because I know we've had the boys on, but that's always fucking carnage anyway, like, you know. So, but yeah, it was like trying to make sure like all the girls are happy, they all got everything in. Oh, did I ask everybody then? So. Yeah, it was definitely, and it's interesting that they're all over the place as well, aren't they? All over the UK, and Gill's up in Scotland, so...
Yeah. But all of them, you know, lovely girls. I could see that being really successful. I can't wait to hear that new stuff.
Yeah, me too. That's why I didn't want to drop them in it, but I seen them down in Wagons HQ, and I was thinking there's got to be new tracks coming soon. And like I said, when you put those 4 together, which we've seen all 4 of them, or we've shared a stage with them, it really, really interests me. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, what's the sound gonna be? So it's cool. It's really exciting, isn't it? You know, a new band that you're excited to watch, like, you know. So
Yeah.
and I'm sure when we can get the fuck out there, and obviously we can start doing tours, maybe they might join us on a tour or something, which would be cool.
Absolutely. Would love that.
Yeah, definitely. Should we get the boys on?
Let's get the boys on.
There's old Shiner, there's Dave,
Shiner O, Davo.
and there's Lloyd.
And you, Santa.
Hey, join the club, son.
Yeah, man.
What are you doing in Lloyd's house? You should be fucking busy this time of year,
Hey.
Santa boy.
You leave Santa alone, right? He's delivered some presents.
Fucking skiving over Lloyd's house.
And you were on the naughty list, my friend.
Lloyd, didn't he?
Hey. I don't know. Give it a couple more years, Shane. I'll look like me, I will.
I was gonna say, I think he's been on your mince pies, Lloyd.
Jesus Christ.
Good lip be now.
Hey, those tie-dye t-shirts, boys, I'm fucking loving those. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to get one. Honestly, now.
Great idea.
Because I love the band name as well. I'm very much of what's on the front of like my t-shirt, or unless it's like really hidden. But I kind of like the vibe. I love their band name, The Hot Damn. And that tie-dye t-shirt is fucking rocking. Let me grab it. Let me bring it back up. Look at that.
Yeah, man. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. And being as we're Welsh, I'm gonna have to sign up to their mailing list so I can get 10% off. That's fantastic.
Well, don't worry, Brett. All the merch is coming to me. I'm doing it all.
Yay!
Shiner, would you wear one of them, bud?
No.
No. Oh.
I looked at it. I instantly went, oh, that's LA 1985. That's a bit much for me.
I instantly looked and thought, that's Dave Morrison, aka Dave Winchurch.
The thing is, Shine,
Pair of leather trousers, like.
I don't know if you remember, Shine, when I met you, because I would have met you roughly around 13, 14 when I hung around with your brother. But I used to have a pair of Bermuda shorts that looked like that one on the right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember those, Shane? Because they were all the thing back in the day, weren't they? Like your bright fluorescent Bermuda shorts and stuff. But I had a tie-dye pair, like, do you know what I mean? Which I used to wear with my Air Jordans. Proper fucking fashion statement.
I thought trainers. You'd have like the long socks, like they're almost like rugby socks. You could pull up the long board shorts, and then you have the t-shirt where with the heat sensitive thing. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wear that, leave a mark.
Yeah.
Fucking
hell, boys.
Oh, colour,
yeah. Do me
he's
like
right,
black
man.
and white one. I'll wear a black and white one. Or black and grey. I'll do a black and grey one.
Yeah, and use one for the girls as well, is where you used to have a bright pink lace and a bright green lace, and you used to mix them together. Do you remember that, Shane?
That was just the girls, was it?
Only because Adam Parsons put up a pair of Nicks, didn't he, on the socials?
Yeah.
Old school white trainers.
Yeah.
And there was a point of our youth where you used to try and, I don't know, make your pair of Slazengers or your fucking your whatever look better or customize them. So you used to go to the shoe shop and buy a pair of a green lace and a pink lace, like, or something like that, like, you know. So fuck aye.
Different color socks as well, wasn't it? Different color aluminum socks. Do you remember that?
Yes.
One bright pink, one bright yellow, and something like that.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah. Now my wardrobe.
Like last week, Dave, no?
In all fairness, my wardrobe now is just black and then Christmas. That's it.
Yeah. Funeral, Christmas.
Yeah.
Funeral, Christmas. Fucking hell, Dave.
Straight to the point.
So that, well, Lisa and I went out the other night for a beer, and we both just sing head to toe black, and I was like, we look like we're going to a funeral, but we're going out for a nice beer. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just that's what we wear. So
I love it. I do.
Yeah, what can you do, right? But it was literally no logos, no like shades, nothing. Just black, even down to the shoes, everything. Just completely black. Like two men from Milk Tray, like.
I love that. Debs Adams, I still have my 1988 tie-dyed maiden t-shirt from Donington.
Oh, yes. Probably worth a fortune, huh?
Yeah. I would be, yeah.
Marble
yeah, I know tie. That's class. You know what, guys? Right, I nearly bought this tie before in New York, but I got ushered out of the shop.
Did you?
No, because the person I was with was like, "You're not having that. That's sad." It was a black tie with a road marking, and it had a little yellow cap, which you could move up and down.
That's amazing.
I was fucking. I should have just told her to fuck off there now.
Yeah. Should have called them their own little yellow cab.
Fuck off. She can pay.
Yeah.
How's your week, Lloyd?
Yeah, really good, but really good. I had a cracking night Saturday night. Well, going into like early hours Sunday morning. Obviously, Mike Tyson made his debut back in the ring, like against Roy Jones Jr. And fucking amazing.
I did not see it, but it ended in a draw, did it not?
It wasn't a draw, but
it went a fucking draw.
No.
Elaborate.
You watched it, yeah, Shane? Or
yeah.
Did you see the highlights?
I watched the highlights,
but that guy looked so hungry.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, you put Anthony Joshua in our ring, Tyson will win any day. It was just that old school fucking boxing mentality, hit and be hit. It was slugging. I'm just chuffed that he's fucking back.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just a lesson, man. But they both give as good as they can take.
Is he
It's incredible.
Going to be competing?
Yeah, he said that I don't think he's going to go sort of like back into it like properly, but he's going to be doing it for charity. But
good on him.
I love the way like he stick to his old colours of his shorts and his boots. It was as if he never left.
Yeah, man.
It was as soon as our first bell went, man.
I'll have to get and watch those.
Oh, well, I advise anyone just watch it, even if you're not a boxing fan. It was just history in the making.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it's always a bit like, how's it going to go in it? Do you know what I mean? Is it going to become a bit of a farce? But no, just amazing. Absolutely.
I heard before if any of them got cut, they'd stop the fight. Was that true?
Well, obviously he's 53, man. I mean, that's, to get in the ring and do that at that age, you know, it can be a bit dangerous for anyone in their prime. Mm-hmm. But so there was no knockouts allowed. It was 8 2-minute rounds. I don't know if anyone noticed, but there was no uppercuts from Tyson. When he'd clinch, he'd always sling the uppercut. There was none of that. It was all hooks, body shots, which sometimes they're a lot worse.
Oh, but some of the body shots he was doing, I was like, oh.
But see how quick his hand speed is, man, and his head speed. It's just frightening, man. Absolutely frightening.
He is a machine, but
I'm just so happy he's back.
Incredible.
I'm like that when I have a glass of wine. Hand speed, head speed. Cheers.
Craig, I'm assuming you're on about the Jake Paul was the YouTuber, yeah?
I'm not sure. I just pulled it up in case you knew, Lloyd.
No, I didn't. I watched it. I didn't pay much attention because it was just a fucking brawl. There was no skill in that. There was just two men running at each other trying to fucking swing punches.
I watched
the Bodu Jack was a good fighter. Did you see that on the undercard?
No. I watched the extended highlights of the other match with Tyson Bird, and Snoop Dogg was commenting. Wait, is that the one you watched?
No.
The one I watched, right? The Snoop Dogg is co-commentated, and he was like, "Shit, get out the way!"
No, I didn't. No,
that was amazing.
He was so funny. Shit, bro, you gotta move, dance, man, dance. And I'm like,
that definitely went on there when I was watching.
I'm gonna send you the link. It is hilarious.
Send it to our group, Jane. I'd like to see that.
Every shot, Tyson's like, "Oh damn, oh, hot damn." He was like, anyway.
Hot damn, the hot damn.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
But no, I overall, it was great undercards, man. I mean, you got Bodu Jack who fights for I think it's Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s academy. He's a great boxer, really great boxer. But there was something about Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson. They just got character, man.
Yeah,
this character about it, this charisma to how they fight. Do you know what I mean? It was just slugging each other, but with technique as well. You could see that it was two guys which have perfectly honed and crafted their technique, just going to war. And like one would go one way and the other would go the other. And sometimes it don't always work, but that's what makes boxing. You know, it's like fighting a right-handed fighter, a southpaw fighter trying to fight an orthodox.
At the respect, though, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely! Like even at the end, when they were talking to each other, right next to each other, and yeah, you gotta remember it was exhibition.
Yeah,
but there's only so much exhibition means. Like whoever sees it, you know, it was just fucking. It was great, absolutely great. I want to watch it again. I might. It's inspiring, really inspiring.
Yeah, because he was bang out of shape when he.
Oh
bang
man,
out of shape.
What a comeback!
Yeah,
absolute incredible. Like we've all seen him in The Hangover, you know,
and Crocodile and D3. Do you remember that?
No. Is that when he gets to California or Vegas?
Yeah, he's in California.
But no, just pure determination, man.
Yeah,
I just fucking so chuffed, man. I was so chuffed. You know, because you know boxing. Like, I love it. I love the sport.
Yeah, man.
You know, but it's brilliant. Watch it, boys. Watch it.
I will.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah,
I will.
I
was hoping to get into it with you, but when my boy said, "Oh, they can't cut each other," I'm a sucker for the blood. Sorry if that offends anybody, but
that made it even more like better, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm a little bit old school there with the, you know. So I don't know why, but when he said that, I thought that they would do this whole like, you know, shadow boxing thing. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. So I just didn't stay up for it and anything. And then when I got up the next day, I said to my boy, "Oh, do you want to watch the highlights or whatever?" "Nah, I know one." And then he told me, and then it almost like, that's the problem, man. It's harder to go backwards. I won't watch it. Do you know what I mean? So I'll do that for you, Lloyd. I'll have a little look at that.
It's good. It is good. Really good. But so there we are.
How are you, Dave?
Night.
I'm alright, but not bad. Just working on my one pack, like, you know.
Love it.
Yeah, just getting fat, loving it.
Yeah. On your one pack.
Working on it, working fucking solid, down, just fucking going for it, like. It's coming along nice. She's coming along right nice.
Good man. What's your tickle at the moment, mate? What's your favourite treat to raid the cupboard for?
Well, we've Lisa's folks sent us every year. They send us like a Christmas hamper.
Beautiful.
With, like chocolate and just eating all the chocolate and just had a just
any cheese in there as well?
No, because they got to
fucking-
send. They got to send it over from London, haven't they? But yeah, I mean, I love my cheeses. Not blue cheese though. Can't be doing blue cheese every year.
But I love that.
Every
Oh,
year.
is it Lloyd?
Oh, I love
Ooh.
it. I love
Every
it.
year I try blue cheese, gorgonzola, and all the rest of it, and it just tastes like earwax to me.
Right.
How do you know what that tastes like?
Oh, I'll show you now.
Are
It's
There's an
Are any-
exclusive.
are any of you a fan of the old camembert?
Yeah, smells horrible, but tastes amazing.
Right. Well, sadly, all my life I haven't been able to eat it. I just can't. I don't know what it is. The smell does me, and then the taste. I can't do it. So I always have that envy watching like the missus sit there with a nice crusty bit of bread dipping into it. And if that's what you boys do, and then she puts a dollop of cranberry in it, a little bit of cranberry in there, bang, bang, bang. And every year I'm like, oh, that looks so amazing. Well, not this year. I found my own dippy dip. It's incredible.
It really is, eh?
Asda, we're doing a chili, like a sweet chili cheddar red Leicester. It's all in like a little terracotta little dish. Warm it in the oven for 20 minutes, and when you dip into that, it's just got that nice little bit of chili in it, but it's got the red Leicester and cheddar with onions, and oh my god! So I'm in the game, boys. I'm in that warm cheese dipping with crusty bread.
Oh, see, that sounds amazing, right? But what's the calories on Abbott?
I don't look at that shit.
Yeah.
Are you eating the thing in one hit? Is it? Are you?
I ate the whole thing to myself, son. With a
cheese
with
is
a
the
half
only
a French
reason-
loaf.
Cheese is the only reason I have not. Cheese is the only reason I have not gone fully vegan. I can't live without cheese. I absolutely love cheese.
Cheese is life.
Yeah,
that is correct.
We get through a lot of it in our house.
No, so I liked this so much, Shane. I went to Asda the next day and I bought 4. So I've started a whole like Christmas selection in the fridge that you can't touch until closer to Christmas. But the more I'm talking about it to you boys, I'm thinking about 12 o'clock tonight. It's going straight in the oven.
How much is that bad boy, Ian, to buy one of them?
I think about £2.50, something like that. You know, it's not something like I love Christmas to me as well. Like certain parts is like having a little bit of cold meats, your pickles, your cheeses, your chutneys. I absolutely love that. I don't know if that's all what you boys do, but
cuts.
It's my favorite time, that is. But I really miss that all these years of like just watching that camembert, is that if that's what you call it. Just couldn't do the smell and the taste. I just didn't resonate with me. It's not something I really wanted to, but
are we talking like this has got to be what 2,000 calories?
Well, what I'm eating.
Well, whatever.
Easily.
Hang on.
the old hardening of the arteries.
Yeah. No, one a day's all right. What? Like 2? It's got to be a day's worth of calories, hasn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean,
easy.
2,000 calories is it's about a marathon's worth of calories. If you're going to run a marathon at about 9 miles a minute, that would be 2,000 calories.
9 miles a minute?
No, Dave. Half a marathon.
No, sorry, 9 minutes a mile. Sorry.
No, that's a half marathon, man.
No, it's definitely not, but it's definitely not.
Extra special. Yes, you are.
So that's what we're on. Vintage Red Fox Red Leicester Sweet Chili Bake.
Okay.
Outstanding.
I'm reading that front of that box and it says serves 4.
Don't believe that, Greeno.
What about the family, Ronnie? You greedy bastard.
Shane, there's no way that little thing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing, is it? Dude?
Nothing.
Come on. That's not even like, oh, look at Ronnie with his giant trough.
Yeah.
That's like,
but it's what you eat with it as well, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. Do you eat a loaf of bread then?
Half a loaf.
Licks a thing of lard as well.
Half a loaf of French loaf. Half a French loaf.
Tell me what the calories are, bud.
Fucking too many calories, but too many calories. I don't know.
Oh,
On this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Be on the front, it will.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, with all those red. See all those red warning signs.
1,388 calories.
Oh, that's nothing, but it's a snack. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, and it's vegetarian, Dave.
Get it down now.
Yes.
And it's vegetarian.
Mate, I'm all over that. Love my cheese.
Yeah, make the most of it now. January, that's it then. See, there'll be no vintage Fox in January.
I'll tell you what I did once, Ron, when I popped over to Switzerland to stay with my brother for the Christmas market a good few years ago. And he had a cheese raclette. Have you seen them, like, where they all melt?
Yes, man. Oh,
beautiful, man. But we went to the Christmas market in the day in the city he lives in. We picked up some new cheeses and like he cooked us like a jacket potato each, and we're there just like spoons like coming out, dripping it on all over the potato, and
like a cheesy fondue.
Yeah, man, it was fucking lovely, and it all melts like obviously like you got like a heated tray with candles under it, little tea lights, and it heats it up and melts it, and beautiful.
Well, there's an hour on cheese. See you next week, folks.
Yeah. Brilliant. How are you, Shine? You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. I had to be on. All my pedals turned up. My clomp.
Ooh,
lovely. So we'll see that this week then.
Yeah. So then Dave got a choice in between the other two.
Cheers, Dad. I'm always up for free shit.
Don't we fucking know it?
Yeah.
I tell you what made me laugh when I had my new guitar, Shane.
Yeah.
I was like, I am gonna pick. I need my boys to give me a pick.
Yes.
You haven't got a plectrum.
You nicked enough from us in the date.
I did. I have got some there. Like I had them from Ramesh. Look, the size of my hand. It's massive.
Oh,
yeah, I did have some, but not downstairs. I was
you
like,
need a good selection of gauges, though. That's what you need for the vibes. Like,
yeah, Shane likes a .60.
That's your excuses, Dave.
Yeah, like a selection.
I'm nicking this, right?
Yeah, part of my selection. Like,
there you are. China, there's a question for you, sir. Q for Shine Minister: is a Scotch egg a substantial meal?
To answer your question, Rob, yes, it is.
Excellent.
Oh, Shiner, have you ever tried the those Welsh dragon Scotch eggs with like the chili infused?
No.
You don't look entertained.
You get them in. They're Welsh. It's Welsh. They're made for a Welsh company.
Well, I live in fucking Wales. See, Dave.
Do you know what, Dave? I think I have.
I do.
They are good. If I'm remembering correctly,
you could buy them in. I've seen them in like co-ops and stuff like that. You can buy them in. They're mate. I haven't eaten them for a couple of years because I haven't eaten meat for a couple of years, but they're incredible.
Prince and the practice, and David.
Yeah, what are they called?
Dragon egg or something. It's called a dragon egg, and it's like a Scotch egg, but it's like infused with chili. Oh man,
love that.
Anything infused with chili is good, isn't it?
Oh, I love chili.
You did just say they sell them in the co-op, Dave, didn't you?
I think that. Well, I've seen them in co-ops. Yeah.
Here we are, boys. We'll have on Thursday, off Dave.
Yes.
I'll stop by, shall I?
Yeah, stop by where you work.
Make sure you do now, Dave.
Well, if I see them, boys, I will. I haven't seen them for a while, but I just
we've had them all of you.
No.
Only one pack.
I eat eggs and I drink
Stick it
Scotch.
on, glue it on.
Oh, I tell you what, save the show, Shane, and let's give something away. Let's cheer everybody up. Let's give something away.
Yeah, that was the Fat Bastard Hour. Moving on.
If Dave owned a restaurant, he'd call it the Fat Basteria.
This is a song called "Smelling the Cheese." Smelling the cheese. No, this week's gift is from the wonderful Catherine. From there it is. Look at this.
Look at this.
We gave one of these away last week. This is from Cornwall Rocks Box. Check them out on Facebook. Wonderful things. So this is up for the prize tonight. All you got to do is tell me the lyric. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. What's the next line? What's the next line? What's the next line? And the lyric is, drain the life right out of you. Drain the life right out of you. What's the next line? Go.
See, they had it easy last week, but didn't they, with the line last week?
Yeah, this might stump a few people, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, might
It
do.
stumped me. I didn't know I wrote it.
Probably a good time to talk about Crow Radio this week.
Yeah, boy.
Do you want to tell us about that, Dave?
Radio. Yes. Crow Radio this week.
Go on, Dave.
Yes. It's female themed because we've had the Hot Damn on. So this is all female fronted bands. Not necessarily female fronted bands, female artists celebrating females in the art form, right? So, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Pat Benatar, City of Angels, The Distillers, California Soul, Marlena Shaw.
Oof, tune.
I Miss the Misery, Hailstorm.
Tune. Love that one.
All I Want to Do, Sheryl Crow.
Oh,
amazing.
Absolute classic.
Edge of 17, Stevie Nicks.
The banger, the jam.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I'll drink to
Walking
that.
on Broken Glass, Annie Lennox.
Oh,
amazing.
Oh, aye.
Circle in the Sand, Belinda Carlisle.
That Annie Lennox is a tune as well. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That,
man,
when I
all
seen
tunes,
that,
man.
I
I was so excited about this playlist, man. I just, it's amazing.
I'm excited.
Hanging on the Telephone, Blondie.
Yes.
Of course.
Heaven Knows, The Pretty Reckless, which we're on stage alongside in Download, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
Alongside.
I'll say
Oh,
yes
yeah,
to that.
Yeah. Time After Time, Cyndi Lauper. Oh, man. Amazing. Don't Speak, No Doubt. A song of our era, like the anthem of our era. Smells Like Teen Spirit by Joan Jett. That's an amazing version, that is. And My Immortal by Evanescence. Now, if that doesn't confirm the females can fucking rock, I don't know what does.
Exactly.
Thank you and good night.
Oh, you're off, you but
You're off, you.
I'm going to listen to the playlist.
So yeah, that's all available on this week's Crow Radio. And we'll also see about adding the Hot Damn, seeing as they haven't got no music at the moment. Maybe we could add a few of their tunes from their other bands and stuff like that, just so you all get a feel of where they've come from, just in case anybody don't know them. But yeah, what a playlist, and that is active right now. If you go and follow us on Spotify, share it with your friends, do some cooking. While we're talking about cooking as well, which is a great segue, this man, Brad, has a brand new cooking book out. It's out this week. I know there's Oriental pork chops, which you can cook or learn to cook Oriental pork chops. Scan the barcode, and you can listen to Point of No Return. How cool is that?
It's
Wow.
brilliant. I love it.
Hold on a minute. Are the pork chops Oriental, or are they normal pork chops you cook in an Oriental style?
I have no idea, but I can see
So
what
the
you're doing
fiver
there.
buck.
It's very clever.
$5,
Very clever.
you'll find out.
It's very clever. I don't know, but yeah, I might have a go at it myself. I don't know if you boys are going to have a go at it, but I'm definitely going to try and cook some pork chops in an Oriental sauce. How about that? While listening to Point of No Return. So yeah, that's all Brad from Massive, and beer drinking, home cooking, rock and roll recipes. It's all out this week. It's all out this week. Have we got a winner, Shane?
We got several, but I need to pick one who haven't won, and it's getting more difficult every week. Don't know what to do. I'm quite surprised how many people got it, actually. It was way more than last week.
Popular song, man. Popular song.
It is fair play.
Let's do Dave, did you know before And I'll try and work out which one.
Love it. Nope.
You'll know that the world is a great world after all. Smile, smile, yeah, smile.
Yes.
That's all right.
It doesn't get old. Sorry.
Okay. Shut up and listen. Nearly 3%. Nearly 3% of the ice in the Antarctic is penguin piss.
That is genius.
That's your best fucking fact yet.
Is it really?
Brilliant.
Is it really?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Because I always look at it as, obviously, I hope that's true. I hope that's true. I got to look at the comments. Let's look at the comments.
Piss off.
Pissed off.
Oh, bingo.
Yeah, if it can make you laugh at the same time, it's a great fact.
You're learning and laughing.
You're learning
Can't
and
beat- You can't
laughing.
beat it, can you? That's the key, see, to education.
B is shouting at the bollocks. Don't
it's
eat
not.
yellow snow.
Yeah.
Snow.
There we are.
There we are.
Dave, you're taking a piss now, aren't you?
Now I can supplement that fact with another fact. It's of a similar.
Supplement.
Yeah. So you know these white beaches you enjoy in places like the Maldives, the tropics, Fiji, whatnot. Well, that white sand is parrotfish shit. Enjoy your holidays, folks.
But Dave, here's the bad thing. You're missing the point. No fuckers going anywhere. The world's in a pandemic.
No, the parrotfish eat the coral, and what they disperse then is this white, like a white sand, and it builds up around the coral, and that's where you get these like beautiful white sanded islands.
I still can't get
Fish
the
shit.
3% penguin piss.
So shit, piss, check. Next.
Oh, fuck it off.
So 2 for 1 there. 2 for 1. Front, back. Job done.
Front back.
What?
What?
I don't even know
Front,
where we
back,
are anymore.
Job done.
I don't know where we are. Job done. Job done.
Anyway, back on track.
Oh,
wait.
great facts, but great facts.
Cheers,
I love
Cheers,
them.
boys. Cheers, boys.
That was great. That was great.
Moving on.
Are they actually true? I gotta know that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They are genuinely true, yeah?
Some of them are, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. I think it's how you delivered them, Dave. That was perfect.
Everybody.
There you go. There you go. Piss shit.
Front, back, job done.
Job done.
Job done. Yeah, in the beginning and the like. Everybody shut up.
Everybody shut up.
Phil Metcalfe, I need Attenborough to check that. Well, the second fact was if you watch Blue Planet, that will confirm my second fact.
Okay, so from the top, because a couple of people's Wi-Fi went. So your first fact was?
Go on, give me the phone.
Let me clear my throat. 3% of the Antarctic ice is penguin piss. I was going to say pigeon piss then. Penguin piss. And white sand on the whitey sands you find on corals is parrotfish shit.
Front and back.
Front, back. Good night.
Piss shit.
Bing bang
Job
bosh. Bing bang bosh. It's good night from me.
I know Shane approves because he having it with it with another fact. He's like, "Good job, Dave."
No, it's excellent job. I'm just trying to work out who's won.
Oh, fucking hell. That's a great job. That's a great job.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go with someone, and this is throwing me right off, guys, right? Because I'm looking at the first 7 people have come up with the lyric, which was, by the way, drain the life right out of you, spit you out for someone new, is the lyric from Going Down. And like so many people have had it, but they've won before. So I'm just going to say this name. Apologies. The person I can see who hasn't won before, Kurt Seeley.
Oh, that's a new name.
Kurt.
Yeah.
You won this wonderful piece of art, Ronnie. Can you show it again, bud?
Yes, I
You won
can.
this wonderful piece of art from Catherine from Cornwall Roxbox. That's spelled ROXBOX. Check it out on Facebook. She can do multiple things for you, designs and stuff like that. So go check it out. Thank you, Catherine, and well done, Kurt.
Awesome.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
I always wait for that snare to do that.
Yeah, that would be royalties, and
Yeah.
we're not paying any more. James Brown took the first 36 episodes, I think,
Yeah.
of CrowCast.
No.
No more. So this is for your strings, is it, Lloyd?
These strings, these exact ones I used over in Germany on Rockplast. They haven't been changed just yet. I'm tight fuck. But yeah, they're up for grabs. So best of luck to everybody.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Who's gonna be?
Who's gonna be at the front, at the back?
Who's gonna be? Pingu.
Coming in the front, it's right around the back.
Fucking Pingu.
David Taylor with a really long number.
_ joy. David Taylor _ joy 2018.
Join
Comma.
2018.
You know what I think what's happened there? I think David's in prison and that's his cell number.
Yeah.
That is exactly it. Oh,
I'm sure we can
brilliant.
lob it over the wall in a tennis ball. It'll be all right.
So can you tell David _ joy 218 what he's won again, Lloyd?
So you've won these strings, which I played these live in Rockplast in Germany back in October. They haven't been changed yet, purely because, I mean, there's no gigs. I've just been really tight, but these were the ones used. So yeah, they're yours, buddy.
Nice.
Great job.
Awesome.
Great job.
If you send us your address. Oh,
Well,
sorry, Shane, go on.
No, it's prison. It's San prison.
HMP Park.
You can use them to whip your cellmates.
Very good, very good. Shifting through the gears. There he is,
That
man.
time of the week. Well done, boys. I'm like enjoying the salute. I tell you what I seen. Yeah, I tell you what I seen today, boys.
What?
So from tomorrow onwards, now, like, in certain tiers, they're allowed to come back in to watch football.
Yes.
But there's a law that they can't sing or shout in the stands.
That is correct. That's
So-
what I've heard.
Yeah, so you can sit on in your sofa in your house and scream like fuck. It's like-
Yeah, it's like the gigs, isn't it? Like the Rockplast jobby we did, you know, they couldn't sing and shout. And all that,
Yeah.
make a sort of
I-
sit and clap. Like,
yeah, because maybe what I'm thinking in my head, see, maybe I'm thinking of somewhere like Anfield or Old Trafford, 60, up to 60,000, 80,000 people. They're only allowed in 2,000 to 4,000 in. Well, the nearest person is going to be fucking next week, innit? To you, like.
so let them shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know.
Text, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but, are we going to sing? Right, yeah, on your phone, I'll count you fucking in now. It's like, yeah. Yeah, and then I did watch a bit of Prime Minister's Questions earlier. Boris was looking a bit rough, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah, he was like, that's the first time I've actually seen him looking stressed. Like, and I'm like, oh well, Boris, good luck.
I don't think he's ever looked like calm and composed, and I think
Like he knows what he's doing. You mean?
Yeah, me and Shane were talking about this to Mikey. It's really peculiar of our generation. We'll always remember two leaders, for example, at the same time, who both look fucking kerfuffled and they haven't got a clue what they're doing. It's not somebody. It's not very presidential. It's not very leadership. You know what I mean? There's just no belief in them. They just don't look like they could fucking run a. They don't even look like they could do a fucking science class. Do you know what I mean? They could control a classroom, like. Do you know what I mean? So, so I know what you mean, Shine. If he's looking stressed, and somebody said long COVID as well is kicking in with him, or
Yeah, he just looked like it's the first time I just kind of looked at him and went, oh. I was like, okay, now you're feeling it. You know, I was like,
now you're feeling it.
Yeah, pressure's on Boris.
The HD channel on, like.
You know, and old Joe Biden, he's hurt his foot, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
what's he
fucking.
doing?
He fell over or something doing his stretches or something, and I thought that fucker's going to be in charge of America.
Well, we were talking about that as well, weren't we?
Back fucking Trump.
We were talking about that. It's either that or Trump pushed him from a bush.
Yeah, that's more like it, I think. But
there's Joe. There's Joe.
Put razor blades in his shoes, like.
Yeah, it's yeah, and well, and I suppose the final thing would be Brexit's all over the news. Never mind about COVID. You know, people are still dying. Let's talk about Brexit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's fuck off.
It's
just like whose line is it anyway? This isn't it? It's like a panel show about politics. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But no, it is mad. And I only heard about the football thing. I found that a bit peculiar because certain teams are allowed a crowd and then other tiers are not allowed a crowd. So it's just bonkers, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, and the good thing is for me and Shane that our team can have 2,000 people in. And as far as I'm aware, Manchester can't have any. So we good. But
you know, I'm to be honest, I'm pretty glad we can't have anybody at the moment. That'd be 2,000 people fucking looking at Ollie. Never mind shouting at him, just staring at him. Like, do you know what I mean? So,
well, we come back from 2-0 down. Was it Sunday? Was it? We 2-0 down. We won 3-2.
That was class. That was proper. I don't know if you've seen the highlights, boys. It reminded me of full on like 98, 99 footballers. Cavani. No, it did. It was his vibe, the way he hung in the air and all of that.
Yeah.
He's had a good start.
They were the days, weren't
they? They were the days. That's it. When we were winning the leagues, boy. Fucking hell! I've gone full 360 now. I sound like a fucking scouse, don't I? They were the days when we used to win back in the day. Fucking hell. Never mind. Never mind.
What about the old Welsh lockdown news, Shane? Have you got any thoughts on that?
Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah, they stopping serving alcohol are they after 6 or something from Friday?
Not in my house.
Any hospitality, pubs, restaurants can't serve alcohol full stop.
Oh, okay. Well, we all know what Wales is like.
So crazy times.
Anything you agree with? Anything you agree with, Shine, or nothing at all?
No, I still go back to, you know, when was this lockdown start? March, was it? Should have just locked the fucking borders. Be over and done with by now.
There we go.
Same as New Zealand.
And that's hashtag Shine Minister. And now,
Keep them salutes.
now it's time for my favorite segment of all 37 weeks of the CrowCast. Thanks to you, Crow family, it's back.
Yeah. Mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box? Mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box?
Favorite.
Epic.
Oh, thank you so much, Crow family, for bringing us
Yes.
back and sending more stuff in. This is
Yes.
amazing. It's back.
Yes.
Fucking mystery box.
Anyways, what's in the fucking box?
So
Yes.
You excited, Dave?
Yes. Let's.
I'm gonna really last this out because I know.
Oh, here we go.
I know.
Remember, Dave goes
yeah,
off.
there we are. Here we go. Here we go.
Right. I'll just log out
Oh.
for half an hour. I'll come back.
You ain't having your fucking box then, mate. Right, so we had a lovely message, didn't we, from Shelley Scarrett and Chris Saunders that they want to send us something.
Yes.
So I had a massive. This box was huge to the point that I texted a photo to the guys, and I was like, "Guys, I think they would have needed a pallet truck to bring this to the door." It it was a pretty hefty looking box, you know.
Yeah.
But so as I started opening it, obviously I thought, you know, it's not all going to be it's going to be individual boxes inside it. But then I opened it, and firstly, I come across this little poem they've wrote. So I'll read that first, and then we'll go for the boxes. Ode to the Crows. Happy Christmas to the Crows. Hope Santa brings you lots of presents with bows. Here's a little something from us to you, because let's face it, 2020 has been a pile of poo. But CrowCast has kept us going through the year, every Tuesday night with a beer or two or three. Ronnie, you've been pure gold, keeping the show on the road. Shane with what's the next line? I never get it in time. Shiner's one-liner is always true. Shiner for Prime Minister, I'd vote for you. Dave's facts are always great, but crows with accents, that's got to be fake. Sorry, cows with accents, that's got to be fake. Lloyd has questions from the Crow family, and the answers often provide much hilarity. So boys, don't feel blue. The Crow family are always here for you. 2020 will soon be done, and we can hopefully party in 2021. Happy Christmas and much love. P.S. On the bright side, 2020 wasn't all that bad. Let's call it a top 10 album and a sold-out tour, but I couldn't get them to rhyme. Excuse my bad reading. I was starting to get a bit choked up there.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yeah, no,
So much.
that was a lot of thought going into that.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Really
That's
nice,
lovely.
man.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you want a job? You should work for Hallmark. That remind me of like Mr. Deeds. So let's have a look.
Beautiful.
What's this? Let's go with Shiner first, is it?
Of course. Of course.
Nah.
Should I come back in 10 minutes? Right?
He's a selfish fucker, isn't he? Why do you like Christmas morning, Dave?
Oh, mate, I'm a fucking nightmare. Roll me around.
Right then. So let's get the knife out.
That's not a knife.
I was thinking of doing that, but I thought the next one I got was about that fucking big.
That's what she said.
How late was the end?
Right.
Oh fuck! I did.
Come on, I get a box open, man. You know.
So just remember now, this is for Shiner.
This is mine, Dave.
This is Shiner's.
Oof. What is it?
So, Shine, we got you some McVitie's Victoria Classic Biscuit Collection.
Oh, now we fucking talking.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. That's a quality biscuit selection.
Yes.
We got
Biscuits.
Oh, I like a look at these, Shine. Ooh.
He's got a hamper. This is unbelievable.
So we got a pack of 4 Cadbury's reindeer cakes.
Oh.
No, they are good.
I'm gonna have to just move this mic a minute, boys, just so I got a bit more room here.
Just fucking get on with it.
You fucking watch it, Devo. You
That's
fuck that up. get a bit awkward. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you got like a selection of sweets and chomps, double deckers, like celebrations.
Bloody hell, that's awesome.
Oh, Shine, you got Parma Violets, buddy. Oh, remember them boys, Parma Violets?
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to take them through now. What have we got in here?
There's not more.
Yeah, we're about halfway in, boys. Bar humbug.
Yes. Oh, you know me so well.
Good one. I got wrap that around the neck. I'll put it all back in a minute. Shine.
Oh, John Farmer saying the reindeer cakes are lovely.
Oh,
John, they mind that.
Yeah.
China's got a facial sheet mask, a monkey one.
Yes.
So I think
the monkey man.
I can't believe this. It's unbelievable.
I know.
Incredible.
Oh, and this looks tiny.
Maybe ages till we get to my box.
It is. It's going to be fucking over a long time.
That's what Lisa said to you on the first date.
So this is the last one with it. Oh, look at this shine. Look at this, boy. It's been a while.
It's bubble wrapped. That's always a good thing. Something's bubble wrapped is worth having.
Oh,
there we are, boy.
Shiny boy.
There may be trouble ahead.
No fun.
But thank you very much for
There we are.
the box.
Shiner's
Wow,
box.
that's
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow.
But before my cakes, boys,
If you could all
good.
bear with me while I repack the hamper.
That's a hamper.
That's fucking class, isn't it?
Yeah.
So once again, we got a bottle of Smirnoff. Shiner's got a bar humbug Christmas hat.
Sums me up, really.
I can picture him. I can picture him on Christmas Day with a vodka in one hand and the hat on, a bit like what's his name from the royal family, like just in his chair.
And then I got loads of chocolate in to bring my sugar levels back up.
Chocolate and sweets for it. A monkey facial sheet mask.
Oh yeah,
I've got to see you in that.
Yes, I would have thought of that.
Yeah, we got to get it on the fucking CrowCast.
Yes.
I was about to say, we all know where that fucking photo will end up, don't we?
Yeah,
get B Edward on the case. Come on, B.
Don't worry, man.
I love Rob Evans. Check the sell-by date for the time Dave gets to his.
Reindeer cakes, 4-pack.
What's
You saw
Thursday?
them then, didn't you?
Oh, they're nice there. Well, nice.
McVitie's Victoria biscuit selection.
I'm looking forward to them as well. My tea.
amazing.
It's gonna be good.
You know.
Right, moving on. That's Shiner.
Thank you again.
Tanith said she'd pay to see Shiner in the mask. You won't have to, Tanith, because I'm sure he's going to take a photo so we can put it up on the CrowCast. That's the
Pay-per-view
least you can do.
Pay-per-view.
Fucking Dave be driving up here now.
I'm there now.
See Dave
Let's get all accents done. Yeah. I know he gets excited. He loves Christmas.
I'm more
Love
excited because I
Christmas.
can see Dave sweating. I can see him sweating.
I literally am.
Get the knife out. It's tense, isn't it, Dave?
Lucky this Those Down Crows t-shirt is extremely breathable. Available for major outlets.
Yes.
Actually, it's not.
But it is available in our web store, David.
Is it?
I love that. Right then. Oh, fuck, and he knocked the drink over then.
Sorry, Lloyd, who's this for now?
This is for Ronnie.
Yeah, he's taking so fucking long, we forgot who it was for. Get on with it!
Fuck off.
Tune in next week.
That
with
was a
Dave's
polite
box.
hint. That was what I saying.
So, I don't know. It's a white box. Let's have a look, shall we? This is for
It's
Ronnie.
another mystery box within the
It's
mystery
another
box.
mystery box.
Mystery box.
I know. I was nearly get to it.
Come on. Go on, no, let's do it. We got all night, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, what have we got on here? Oh, we got like I think they're like sweets or some sort. Like jelly sweets, maybe. Like oh, there's spiders, Ron.
Oh, you buggers!
Look at them.
Oh, are they jelly sweets? Or are they?
I think. Yeah, jelly sweets.
Absolutely outstanding.
Spiders.
Bloody spiders. That would have been a mystery box.
Just pop
I want to see a cloud. That's all I want to see.
We got a Sharky facial sheet mask for Ron.
Yes.
Nice.
Sharky boy.
Sharky one.
Sharky.
See? Sharky, a monkey.
Ronnie Shark.
Then we got, much like Shiners, we got a selection of like cream eggs, very much like Celebration, sweets, Palmer Violet.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
All the classic.
Love it.
All the classic confectionery, right there. Fair dues.
I could do with that box up here right now.
I know. I crave it like
Oh,
this.
You could dip.
And Ronnie's got a nice Christmas tree.
Yes!
Yeah, boy!
Yes! Look at that!
Yeah, man! Yes!
That is fucking awesome.
That's class!
That is awesome.
He looks like Elf in this.
Yes.
It's very Will Ferrell, isn't it?
Oh, I'm loving her. I'm loving her. That's next week sorted.
You've also got some reindeer cakes, Ron.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. A few people saying they're banging there. I haven't tried them.
Yeah.
That fucking Christmas hat is outstanding.
Mystery
Ooh.
bag. Mystery bag. What's inside the mystery bag? Open the fucking bag.
And what have we got in here?
Ooh, another Brussels sprout.
This is going to do some fucking damage, let me tell you. Hey!
Oh, yes.
Jim Beam honey. Hang on, let me get a better.
Oh, that'll warm the cockles.
Oh, aye.
There we are. That's next week's CrowCast sorted. Thank you so much.
Hey, dudes, it's some fucking great gifts.
That's amazing. Thank you, Chris and Shirley. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
So once again, we got a bottle of Jim Beam honey for Ronnie.
That's amazing.
Here we go. He's in reverse.
Some reindeer cakes.
He's in reverse.
Yeah, well, your turn will come.
Yeah, it definitely will come in about 6 years.
There we are. Rob Evans said, I've never known a bunch of guys get so excited over a facial.
Christmas. Christmas hats. Christmas tree hats, sorry. I'm loving this, boys. I'm absolutely loving it.
Well done, Pete. Well done, Pete.
Well done, Pete. Well done.
Sharky boy.
Love that. Love that. That's going on.
And we got some 8-legged freaks.
Ooh, Jim Beam. Jim Beam next week.
Yum, yum.
Jim Beam. Shane's pulling the hole. Yes.
Oh.
Now it's fucking on.
If the black cherry was anything to go by, it was beautiful. Absolutely.
Hang on. Moving on.
Moving swiftly on. Emphasis on the word swiftly.
The one and only, the man who needs no introduction.
Shane Greeno.
This man needs no introduction.
The man who needs no introduction, and we ain't got fucking time for an introduction, so fucking open the fucking box.
He's winding up good, boys. He's winding up good.
I fucking loving it. I am loving it.
Oh.
So I tell you what, once we finish doing this one, we'll put it to the viewers and the fans on the side.
I agree.
Whether they want me to open mine next, or Mr. fucking Winchurch's next.
Yes, let's do that. Let's go over to the Crow family right now.
I didn't get my pants for nothing.
So currently we are open Shane's mystery box.
We are.
Who would you like to see next? Would you like to see Lloyd's?
Whose box would you want to see next?
Or would you like to see Lloyd's? Or would you like to see David's or Lloyd's?
Vote
Whose
now.
would you like to see next?
Yeah.
Vote now. Go.
Go.
Who's counting the votes coming in? Who's voting the count?
Rob Evans, Dave.
Who's counting the votes?
Rob Evans. Dave, shut him up.
I fucking would if I could reach him.
Right there. So, like I said, this is Shane's box.
Oh, Wendy saying
In there,
Dave.
we've got a selection of Jelly Willies.
Yeah.
What are they trying to say?
Fucking class. Oh, you're like you never get suck in with it.
Love it.
Brilliant.
Bring on the willies.
We got,
They must have gone to Love
Hey, shut
Island.
up. Shut up now, Dave. Shut up. You're next.
Oh, sorry. Am I slowing the process down, Lloyd? God forbid.
You're interrupting the story, mate. So we got a monkey facial sheet mask again.
China, hey, with a monkey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 monkeys and a shark, but
2 monkeys and a shark. Oh, Shane's also got a selection of all the classics confectionery, refresher in that one. You like refreshers, don't you, Dave?
I love a refresher, but I'm looking at the fudge
Yeah.
there. I love fudge.
It's good, isn't it? I would like a bit of fudge to go wee willy like.
Mystery fudge.
Ollie's gone. So, Shane's also got
Reindeer cakes.
yes.
a bumper pack of 4.
It's been a
Tell you
great
what, Shane.
38 weeks.
Thank you.
Signing off.
Oh.
If this is the last one,
We love you all. Tell my mother I love.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, look at that.
Hat.
look at
With
that.
a
That
ring
is
with
wicked.
your horns. That's lovely, Alice.
Amazing.
Lovely.
We look like a fucking
That can go on
nativity next
Santa
week.
behind you.
Nativity, yeah.
That can go on Santa behind you.
No,
Packed,
it's Shane.
packed fudge. Phil knows.
Yeah, that's fine. Put it on Santa behind you. Fuck Shane. Put it on Santa behind you.
And that's
I'm sure he'll manage.
Yeah.
He's got willies to keep him company. He'll be all right.
Ron, you can mute him, can't you?
Oh, here we go.
There we
Shane.
go.
Here we go.
Hi, Dave.
So we've got, what's that say? A pineapple grenade. Spirit
Oh,
drink
wow.
made with the finest rum from Guyana.
Chris was
yeah.
telling me about this. He was drinking this, and I said, I gotta try it. Boom, let's try that bad boy. Let's see how messy it gets next week.
Yeah.
I love trying something new.
Kind of want to bump the guest next week and just go full for the takeover. It's like,
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
That's
You are feeling it.
Yeah, I'm
So
feeling
once
it.
again,
I'll be opening my box
Shane,
then.
We've got a pineapple grenade, which looks fucking lovely, if I'm honest.
oh,
Oh, it's lovely. This is Dave.
amazing.
loving these boxes. A lot of people loving the boxes.
Merry Christmas. Oh, hang on. Merry Christmas hat. Remove tag before. Oh, I think it plays a sound, but I won't do that on here.
No.
Amazing.
remove the tag, Lloyd.
Let me
Remove the
fucking
tag.
piss Dave off.
Yeah, remove the tag. Tell us what it says.
Shirley, Chris, thank you so
What's the,
much.
What's the ingredients in those reindeer cakes, bud? Can you just
Well, you might have some, so I don't want to spoil it.
Don't want to spoil it yet.
Again,
how many sweets in that bag?
we're going to brush over that one, right?
The willies.
How many inches on them willies?
So
That's fucking banging. Fair play.
Yeah, man.
So
So
that's
generous.
Shiner, myself, and Shane. And everybody has asked for you to open your box next, Lloyd.
Oh, they really? Oh, and
Oh, this
David,
is a
Thanks,
prize.
everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
David, that was not a fix, I promise
What's up,
you.
Dave?
No, I saw. No one cares about me. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about me.
Oh, God.
Whatever.
The pram beer, isn't he?
I have no toys. No one's giving me any.
You might have some in the box, Dave. You never know. No.
Nope.
You might have some. You might have some.
What have you got for me? Right then.
Oh, Jesus. There we are. Chris is warning you, Shane.
65%.
Whoa, Jesus. Whoa.
Well,
Yeah, careful on that, Shane.
So then.
I will be flying next week, Crows.
What's the hangover like off it, Chris?
Wow.
So
65%.
Much like Shiner, I've got a box of the Victoria biscuit collection.
Biscuits.
Enjoy them. Thank you very much. They're going to be lovely they are, Dave.
I bet. How's your reindeer cakes, mate?
Reindeer cakes? I don't know yet. It's still in the wrapper. See? It's boxed. It's fully sealed. Fully sealed. See? Not open yet. So it's been impossible to try.
What's the shelf life like on them, bet?
I don't know. Do you want me to have a look?
Just trying to draw this momentous occasion out.
I can't seem to find it. Oh, so I got to eat them before the 28th of December, 2020.
Oh, they'll be gone next week anyway, son.
Right.
No problem.
Oh, yeah.
On here they go in.
I've already got my little tray, but it'll be fine.
I fucking love stuff like this, man. I love a little selection, do you know what I mean?
Can't fault it.
Put them in a bowl on the coffee
It's
table.
like that means more to me than most shit, man. Just,
Mm.
do you know what I mean? It's like being a kid again, isn't it? It just
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
you back and
Yeah. I'm trying to be chill, boys. You know, this didn't do quite well.
Oh, I've got
my laptop hasn't gone through the window.
Gang. Join the shark gang with you, Ron.
Yay! 2 sharks, 2 monkeys. Love it.
Shunkies.
I wonder what Dave's going to be. Yeah.
He should have a shark chasing him up the bulk.
I should be a minnow. What you can't see is my hand under the desk doing this.
Yes, get your tinsel out.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll just do it. Hey.
That's fantastic.
Hey. Come on, Dave, you want to join the party, man?
I fucking would if I could.
Oh, man. It's so overwhelming, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Beautiful. Now for the thing that's going to do the most damage.
Steve Arnold just said birthday near Christmas. Well, yeah, Shane can feel the pain. So can I. My birthday's near Christmas, so yeah.
When is your birthday, David?
Like tonight, 14th of January. Send your boxes in, people.
Nowhere near Christmas. Nowhere near Christmas. Wow.
That's past Christmas, you fucking mad bastard.
Near enough. Send your boxes in, people. 14th of January. Don't be shy.
Fucking 2 weeks after.
Hey!
Oh, look at that.
Shino boy!
What's your Russian standard?
Yeah, yeah.
It's good stuff, Alan.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
I think you won an Oscar there, Lloyd.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Should we fucking do it? This one's to you.
It's like, oh, in a while, is it?
Oh, yours in bed, yeah.
Remember the trick in the freezer.
I love
I
love that. Because when you did it, Lloyd, I could see it on your face when you were like, shit.
You've been too pissed with
In the
my
eye,
box.
is it?
In the eye, Lloyd, in the eye. That's what they went. In the eye. Right, go on. Go on, then.
Go on, yay!
It's Christmas.
What? Fucking hell. That's all right. I can see. Cheers, everyone. I don't drink on the road.
I've got perfect 20/20 vision in all 4 eyes.
That's why I don't drink on the road.
And that concludes the box section.
Yes.
Moving swiftly on.
That was a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Cool. So what's next in the old agenda then?
That's it, no?
Cool.
That's it for another year.
Is it?
All right.
Oh, no.
Ask my mother. You're a bloody idiot. You created me. What do you expect? You created me.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Right then. Dave, this is yours.
Ooh, here we go,
I
Dave.
don't. I'm not gonna.
Here we go.
Quit stalling.
Right. What? Look, I've had a drink. I'll get nastier.
Yeah.
Pete suggested, should we save Dave's for next week?
Good idea.
Yeah. That's all we got time for this week.
And Anthony said until the 14th of January.
Right next door to Christmas, everyone.
Quick.
Cue
the one line of China. We're out here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we
on,
go,
then.
Dave.
Can somebody give me a drum roll? Come on. Random.
Fucking National Lampoons, I was, boy. The lights didn't work. Shit.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Dave. You got a stock of the Dreamies.
Oh,
This is what it's all about,
Gary
man.
and Vince. Oh, they fucking love that. They're greedy little bastards. They fucking love that.
Sorry to interrupt, Dave, but I think B is just commented, "Do nice hat, Lloyd," on about my bauble. This isn't the Let It Crow ones. This is actually a different brand. So before you, and they look quite similar. So don't think it is the Let It Crow ones. They're on their way.
Brought to you by Who Clothing.
Oh,
Yeah. Want a free
another
t-shirt?
Dreamy.
Oh,
Double
double
I tell you what,
dreamies.
I would love it if it's
Double
just
dreamies.
all the pets for the pets.
I would be happy with that because you save me a fucking fortune.
Pedigree
Yeah! This is amazing. No, I'm so happy with this. Indy will fucking love it. And that's what it's all about for me. Yeah.
Come on.
And that's
come
all that's
on.
in the box, Dave.
And a carrot. Come on, I want to see a carrot pull out of there.
I got the garden now. Oh, so he's got a Haribo giant trees.
Oh,
Nice.
Banging there.
And
they for the rabbits, Dave.
I'll let you know what they like now. Hang on.
They are lush, actually. They are. Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, Dave, you done all right. You done all right. Yeah, you out.
Bag of
Got,
sweeties.
a bag of the classic collection. Look.
A bag of pedigree.
You got
trim.
plays. You want to watch the fill-ins with them, but
Yeah. Yeah.
Christ, boys, I got a head on there. Fucking boiling.
Oof.
Ooh.
Sweating.
That's the way they do it, boy.
It's tense, man.
Tense.
Reindeer cakes, Dave.
Yes.
Nice.
All about the reindeer cakes.
Yes.
Pack of 4 as well. Do you want me to read you the sell by date? Or...
Oh, please, yes.
Right, hang on then. Oh, Dave, you gotta get in here quick. 8th of December, 2020.
No problem, bet. No
Gotta get
problem.
up now.
No problem. They'll be gone.
Oh, I'm serious.
No, they'll be gone. Don't worry about
Oh, he's got a Sharky face mask.
that.
Yes.
The two Liverpool supporters.
Yeah.
The monkey men.
It'd be like
Yeah,
West Side
makes sense.
Story next time, wouldn't it? Like the sharks and the
versus
monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. She's like a seal then.
Ooh.
Look at that card. Bring Tanner Jones up on. Right. Hope you don't like the packaging, Dave. What have we got here? There.
What's this?
I'll let you know now. Warning. May start talking bollocks.
Yes. That's amazing.
That's class, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
If my
I'm doing
mum's
all right
watching,
here, guys.
Mum, am I folding this correct? Like if you're watching.
There we are. You wanna wear that next time you do an interview or something,
Yeah.
Dave?
Yeah, I'm doing all right here, boys. Well,
You are?
The animals are.
You're like fucking Noah's Ark. mate.
Eva's got a reindeer Christmas Santa Claus hat.
There we are. Happy days.
Yes.
Yes.
You can wear that while you're feeding the cats and the dogs. Where I may start talking bollock shit.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking I'm proud of my daddy. Not.
Right there. Ooh. Fucking hell. The floor in here is covered in bubble wrap.
Mystery bag.
Let's have a look. Oh, I can't get it open.
Careful, don't pop them.
Right then. I wonder what it could be. I wonder what it could be. Right then.
Come on now. Come on. Come to Papa.
All good things come to those who wait, Dave.
Not so sure about that.
Right then.
Oh, there we go, Dave.
Oh shit, they dropped it.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's a Malbec, Dave.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
So anyway, that's enough for that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you very much. Seal of approval on there. It's won an award as well. Top left.
Top left. Oh,
Winemakers Award.
that's
2018.
that's top right there, is mate.
Oh, it's all reverse on here, isn't it?
So yeah, once again, Dave's got a nice bottle of smooth Malbec.
Keep them coming.
What do you mean keep
But
them
no, in all seriousness, this is fucking amazing.
It's absolutely incredible. Shirley, Chris, thank you so much.
Yes.
Did not have to do that.
Yes.
Did not have to do that.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. I'll be wearing my hat, drinking my drink, eating my sweets, eating my reindeer cake.
Yeah, I'll be dispensing my dreamies. Like it's
What's in the hat?
No, I really appreciate it. And thanks for bringing the segment back as well. Love that. Love that. You give us something, let's give you something.
Oof. So anything you want, guys, from the Crow merch store, here we go.
Well, let's just see Dave's name again.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
It's a slow one, eh?
Christian Howell.
Hey,
Well done, Christian.
And Chris.
Anything you want, you got it. Anything you need.
You got
got
it.
it.
Standing.
Anything at all.
You got it.
Tune.
Closest to a line cake you're gonna get.
Oh, I love it. Let me take this time to say, if you'd like to subscribe, hit the notifications on YouTube, like us on Facebook. We're now on Twitch as well. As we joked earlier, our web store is open. We've got everything on there. Sadly, you might have just missed out on the Black Friday, but it's not too late to order some 2021 calendars, which will be here shortly. I know a lot of you are asking when they're going to arrive. We've had the confirmation of the supplier. This was a last minute kind of thing, so that's why it's taking so long. It's only because a lot of you asked. We tried to kind of get them together, but you can also get your CrowCast women's vests, and obviously your Devil in My Pocket merch as well. And don't forget Crow Radio this week. Yeah, like Dave said, females in rock, punk, grunge, whatever. Go over to our playlist, have a listen to it. Let us know on the socials what you think. Let me just check if there's anything else. I'd like to thank the Hot Damn as well for coming on. Amazing guest. This is coming up 2nd of January 2021. They've got a live stream. Amazing guests. Go and support the girls. They've got merch out at the moment. Yes, they have got merch out at the moment. So yeah, thanks to the girls for coming on, and yet again, thank you to Chris and to Shelley for all the mystery boxes. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's time for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, one-liner shiner.
I got words of wisdom this week. Eventually, you will end up where you need to be, with who you're meant to be with, and doing what you should be doing.
Boosh.
Well said, my brother. That's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it, Crow family. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As always, we love you to bits, and we will catch you next week, next Tuesday, 9 o'clock on CrowCast. Thank you so much. See you later.